television. How I get one with the father and I am what you how Mbo Wabian here, Bube, Mbo Wabatawan here, Bube, Aneke television on the mellow way, Mela Madia, in our uncle, in a American Putanwa, in our Hozu, in our Uncle, the one Aneke television, the Arcades, your man, the one Aneke television, you do man, help the mellow way, Mela Madia, who me would have Nanka Bunkai. You might have a girl, if you won't talk to come over soon. You better have you what I look
Police checkpoints. We're on the streets of Enugu to hear how Nigerians are affected by the police checkpoints. Do they feel safe or harassed?
I think that the potential to be harassed exceeds the potential to be safe. The occurrences that we witness on the road, right, especially for, let's say, the commercial transporters, right, the potential for them to be harassed is more significant than for them to be safe. Sometimes you would even be tempted to assume that the multiplicity of checkpoints, right, defeats even the purpose, because in some places they even become causes of traffic and hold up. So you ask yourself, what is the essence of these checkpoints there? Recently we have noticed a trend that even in inner roads, inner streets, you see police checkpoints there. You ask yourself, what is actually happening? Except if there are security concerns that we don't know about, some of these checkpoints are completely unnecessary.
Police checkpoints, once you drive, they will search you, you move. But in this particular area, this our area, this southeast, if you look around, checkpoint here and there, you see traffic jam. And this time around, this is festive period. Yes, we need to have police checkpoints. But the management of that checkpoint matters. You don't need to kill people on the ground that you are doing stop and search. You allow free movement. Except where you reasonable, emphasis reasonable, suspect a particular vehicle. You can clear that vehicle and search where other vehicle will continue to move. So ordinary ought to be a safe way for us.
We don't see the value of police checkpoints these days. We know that police checkpoints, they are there to make money. They are there to collect 20 naira, 200 naira or 100 naira. Once you give them 100 naira or 200, they are not interested in searching you. They are only intimidating people. I've seen them in many occasions. They ask you silly questions. They ask you to open your phone as if it is their work. I don't see what they are doing on the way. And if they are doing, if police checkpoint is actually doing something, many things are happening on our ways. We don't see them. So I don't see the value of police checkpoints to me. Ordinarily, it's supposed to be a nice thing, but that is not what they are doing. They are extorting people. From my experience, because I'm on the road every day, and I see it. So I feel harassed and embarrassed by the attitude and their way of doing their work.
It makes me feel safe to an extent. As a lawyer, they have not really ever accosted me or harassed me in any way. But then to other passers-by or other people during the road, I think most times they do harass. But then I feel generally they are fulfilling their duties, you get. So I think they are doing their work reliably well.
It makes people feel harassed. And again, this morning they stopped one guy, searching him from head to toe. It feels embarrassed. And maybe people walking around might feel Onyabuko a bandit or Onyabuko Onyori. It's very, very unsafe. So they should minimize what they are doing. People don't carry what they want to carry. Those people carrying those things are walking freely. And those ones that are very, very safe, they are the ones that are embarrassing on the way. So they should just kindly minimize it.
I don't think it's necessary. In the streets, I don't think it's necessary, because I know most streets, they do have their own, this neighborhood watch, right? So I mean, they should be better deployed where they are needed, not in the streets, especially highways, I think, especially this season, so that motorists can feel safe and all.
In terms of police checkpoints, if you don't have any cockroach in your cupboard, you don't have nothing to fear. So getting to a police checkpoint, I feel free because they are there to discharge their duty, and I'm on my way going to where I'm going. So I don't think that I can be afraid of them or panic when getting to police station checkpoints. So I'm not scared because I know that I'm for a legit business.
Police is working today, honestly. Yes. Police is working here in Eastern Zone. Though we know we have hoodlums. Hoodlums are quite different from police. They can stay at a police checking point and start robbing people or harassing people. Then you thought police are the people doing that.
This is the reality on our streets. Like, share, and follow for more real voices. I am Sharon Uchi, Aneke TV. Online scams are becoming more common, from fake giveaways to phishing messages and investment fraud. We are on the street today to hear from Nigerians.
What leads to this camera is for you to get it quick, get it today. And for you to be counted, because in our society today, wealth counts. And if you have not gotten it quickly at your ripe age or at a younger age, it seems that you don't know what you are doing. I advise people to always be conscious of themselves and be contented with what they have at a particular moment.
As scammers are a thorn in our flesh, right? They are a nuisance to the community now. People should be very, very careful. Don't be quick to give your information online, one. Number two, don't believe everything that someone tells you on social media, because that's one platform where scammers exploit a lot to scam people.
Of course, it's not a good one, because so many people do impersonate, trying to use someone's account, like to impersonate and make money. Some used to, like some come to social media handles like WhatsApp group, they'll start begging money, that kind of thing. So such a thing can spoil people's image, so it's not good. My advice to everybody that is using social media, just be very careful with your accounts. Don't share your personal password. Then if you see any message in your phone, if you receive any message from your phone telling you to send so many digits, such digit number to that kind of thing, to groups or phones like that, nobody should fall a victim. Don't do it. Don't respond to chats that you don't know. And you see all these people that in social media that does not use their pictures, they use people's images. All these white men images, flowers and animations. Most of them are scammers. Don't accept their requests.
The scammers, even in our current society, you get to see scammers on daily basis. And some of them seem so simple, even just as I'm being dressed, wearing suits and all of that, but without knowing that they have an ulterior motive. And just for instance, like me, sometimes I'll get to see my phone ringing, and I think that I'm getting a very important call without knowing that it's actually coming from someone who wants to scam me in per se. So I've experienced it. And my advice to those being scammed, or people to people so that they will not be scammed, is that they should be very careful. Most especially, they should try to tame their urge for money, because sometimes one of the things that worsens the whole situation or gives give hands to some of all these scammers is because of our urge and that greed part of us. We want to make money by all means and all of that. So they should reduce it. They should tame that urge to make money by all means. Let them go out and work. When you work, even the Bible says that there is fruit for a hard-working person. So a lazy person should not blame anyone if he or she is being scammed?
No, but they have been trying to scam me. But because of the knowledge that I have about scam, I was able to curb their scamming tactics. If you are contented with what you have, you won't be scammed. It's only when you expect to have more is when you'll be scammed, because they know that everybody is in need of one thing or the other, and they know that want is unlimited. Want is what you can continue to search till infinite. So if you are contented with what you have, there's nothing like scam to me. Then have a strong password, don't reveal everything about you on social media.
I think there are greedy, selfish people. They should be careful. Everybody should be very careful. That's what I feel like. That's what I need to tell them.
I don't think scammers should be in Nigeria. Like, we do things that will stop it, because lack of job causes scammers, scamming people. Like, even everybody is afraid to join anything because of scammers.
You have heard it from people. Online scams are real and anyone can fall victim. The key to stay safe is to verify information before rushing into them. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe for more conversations and real life story. I am Chinaza Ifeanyi, Aneke TV. Enugu is making changes to major roads for its new BRT systems. We ask residents and transport operators what they think.
nke izizi bụ na ndị ọ ga-eme afet buru ibu. Yes, because so when ndị sheba ha eri ndị ha ka nkụ dị more than 30,000 ma keke ma minibus. So iwofe ga-enye ọ ga-ebu ndị mmadụ aka so much. So ọ bụ na ọ na-ekwe gọọmenti anyị asịrọ ya ewebatara nke ya, mana ọ webata nke ya na-agba nke anụ a na-agbakwa. So ihe abụ anyị wewere ke ya because eziokwu na eweje power ama mme by force, mana ọ bụ na ọ ga-ekwu omume ya mee like that, nke ya ga na-agba nke ndị nke ọzọ na-agbara ego oge Sullivan Natch o weta bọs webatakwa taizi bọs and taizi ya na-agbakwa, keke na-agba, minibus na-agba and other taizi na-agbakwa. So ọ bụ na ọ ga-ekwu omume ya mee nke ọbụla na-agba onye ọbụla ha weta for the day ejide ya. So ha ka nwere ikwu dị. Solution nwekwa bụ gọọmenti ga na-ayọ because ọ ji power. So ayọ ka anaghị na-ayọkwa ya, ọ bụrụ na adị eme effort maka ihe ọ sị na ọ ga-eme gị ọ ya bụ number one. So ọ nọ ga-ekwu omume ya mee like that, ka keke na-agba, minibus na-agba, nke wepụtakwa na-agba, bọs ya and taizi ga na-agbakwa, any other transport o wepụtakwa ga na-agbakwa. So ụzọ ga-aba onye ọbụla.
Ị na-anya ịhụ na ndị keke na ndị minibus ha na-arụkwa ezigbo ọrụ, mana ndụ ndị mmadụ kakwa mkpa maka na ogologo ụzọ ha na-agba tere aka tinyere etu ha si agba ya bụ ụgbọ. Mgbe ụfọdụ ndị nwere ụgbọ nke aka ha private, ị na-anya na-arụ ụgbọala ha, ị na-afụcha penti ndị keke agasị na-arụ ya. Eleghị anya nke a sokwu n'ime gọvanọ ji wee mịa, mana ihe m ga-agwadobe ndị ahụ ha ebe na-akwa bekarịa onye ihe mebinarị, maka na o were ebe ha ga-adabedo o wepụtara akwa sị na ewepụtara 4,000 taxis. Onye o wutere ojiwa ya jee rejista na ndị a ga-ebunye taizi ọnyabanụ kama isi bụ ọnwụ ọzọ. Na anyị ayọkwa gọọmenti ha kaba arụ rụọ ụzọ ime obodo ka ndị a nwere ebe ha ga na-agba, ọ bụrụ ịchụpụ mmadụ n'okporo ụzọ nke gọọmenti nke awara esizi ya febe n'enu adịrọ mma ife. Biko ka ihe ọ na-eme ka e nwee obi mmadụ na ya, maka na ọtụtụ mmadụ si n'ebe a eri nri, anapụ ndị a akwụpụ ha ọnụ n'ara, enwere ara ọzọ ha ga-aṅụ. Ọ ga-ebutekwa ori, ọ ga-ebute mpụ na aghụghọ n'ebe ọ kwụrụ ụdọ ya. Kpa ndị asị biko si mee ihe a ka nwanne na nwanne ka e nwee ezigbo nghọta. Ma ndị be anyị na-akwọ keke ma bọs ha were na obi ha tinye na njin keke na bọs, ha chọọ ihe ọzọ a ga-eme ka o wee dịrị ha mma. Ya gazie.
I know our governor is trying. I'm not from this state. I'm from Benue State precisely, but my own suggestion, if he remove keke and drive minibus, stealing, I think is welcoming armed robbers back. So my own idea is I'm not saying he should not remove keke and minibus, but if possible, he should remove one, like either minibus and keke, because I know this keke has been helping us. Even those people that stealing before, they are not stealing again, based on say they are seeing their daily bread. So it's not a good idea, because when he enter, he increased our even tax. The ticket we are cutting, ticket from 450 to 750, and we are still doing it. We are not complaining. So this one way he say if he go remove keke from the road, I don't think it will work. If it work, it might work because our government in power. You understand? My own idea is it should find a solution to this, not removing keke entirely. That is my own view.
It will result to unemployment in our society when most of the keke drivers and also minibus will park their bus. So it will warrant to a lot of, miscreants moving around the society. So it's not really a good idea. The solution is to checkmate their activities by increasing the police and those people that are in charge of security in order to safeguard the lives of people.
What's actually going on as at the moment? I would, my own opinion, seeing that I'm a commercial driver that is driving a minibus, is that it's not fair for us to be restricted from applying all the routes we are supposed to apply. Because, when the government is telling us to leave a specific route, maybe that's where we've been applying for years now, and there is no other route that we know where we can start applying and get some income to survive. So we are begging the governor to reconsider that what he's saying, that he should allow us, even if he's bringing in his own car, let everybody just strive. So that's just my own opinion.
Well, I think that the governor should think twice for the decision of removing the bus on the road, because I don't think that's a wise decision. But though, what can we do? If he say we should stop, we're going to stop then. That's all I have.
Feed my family, pay my children's school fee. So I don't have any other work to do apart from this one. The only thing is that I'm begging him to allow us to continue the way we do before.
Some see it as a step forward modern transport. Others have questions about alternatives. What's your view? I am Chinaza Ifeanyi, Aneke TV.
Good morning and welcome to News Update on Aneke TV, your trusted window to the major developments across Nigeria and the global community. I'm Deborah Wakaba, glad to have you join us. Now moving over to the headlines. The President says the establishment of community and state police structures is imminent, assuring the Christian Association of Nigeria of improved internal security. Police authorities and the Base 15 Explosive Ordnance Disposal Commandant say no casualty was recorded following a United States airstrike in Sokoto State. And in foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is planning to meet United States President Donald Trump on Sunday for talks aimed at ending the Russia-Ukraine war. And on business news, new tax laws are to take effect nationwide from the 1st of January. Now to entertainment. Nollywood actor Uche Maduagwu has tendered a public apology admitting he was paid to ridicule music star Davido and his wife Chioma. Now to the news in details. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says community and state policing will soon take off in Nigeria once the National Assembly concludes work on the required legislative framework. The president gave the assurance while receiving a delegation of the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN), led by its president, Archbishop Daniel Oko, at his residence in Lagos. President Tinubu said his administration is recalibrating the nation's security architecture to achieve more effective and people-centered outcomes. He noted that the introduction of subnational policing would mark a major shift in tackling security challenges across the country. The president stressed that legislative backing remains critical to the successful implementation of community and state policing. Meanwhile, the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has commended the federal government for improved security during the 2025 Christmas celebrations. CAN President Archbishop Daniel Oko said the season was among the most peaceful in recent years. After a visit to President Bola Tinubu and First Lady Oluremi Tinubu in Lagos, Archbishop Oko noted that churches across the country recorded no major attacks during Christmas services. He attributed this to a more responsive security approach. CAN urged the government to sustain the momentum and reaffirm the church's commitment to partnering with authorities in promoting peace, unity and national development. The Nigerian army says its troops have neutralized terrorists and arrested suspected gun runners in coordinated operation across various theaters nationwide. A credible source at the army headquarters disclosed this to the news agency of Nigeria (NAN), noting sustained offensive operations with significant success. The source said troops of 1 Brigade Combat Team 3 under Operation Fansan Yama engaged terrorists at a crossing point in near Magami village. The encounter occurred during a fighting patrol around Magami town in Mari local government area of Zamfara state. The army said operations are ongoing to deny criminal elements freedom of action and restore peace to affected communities. Authorities in Sokoto State have confirmed that no casualties were recorded following a United States airstrikes in Jabo, Tambuwa local government area. The police area commander overseeing Tambuwa local government area was present at the scene but declined comments on the incident. He, however, advised the traditional ruler of Jabo to caution residents against visiting the site or handling debris from the explosion. Reports indicate that some residents collected fragments from the scene despite safety risk. The commandant of Base 15 Explosive Ordnance Disposal EOD Sokoto, Hassan Jatal, stressed the need for public sensitization to prevent injuries from exploded ordnance. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, has confirmed that recent United States airstrikes on terrorist targets in the northwest were carried out with the full approval of the federal government. He said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu personally authorized the operation as part of a joint counter-terrorism effort. Speaking to international media, Tuga dismissed claims of a breach of Nigerian sovereignty, stressing that the strikes were conducted through established security cooperation channels. He noted that the action was aimed strictly at degrading Islamic State-linked terrorist enclaves. The clarification follows statements by U.S. President Donald Trump on the strikes. While reactions remain mixed across parts of the country, the federal government insists it retains full control of Nigeria's territory and security operations. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has expressed confidence that banditry and insurgency will be defeated from 2026 and beyond. He urged Nigerians to remain hopeful and committed to peace and national unity. Senator Akpabio spoke at a prayer and fasting service held in honor of the Akpabio family at the Methodist Church Nigeria Cathedral of Unity, Ukana Ikotu Ntwen. The event took place in Esia and Udim local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He said sustainable national development can only thrive in an atmosphere of peace, cooperation and collective responsibility. The Nigerian police force has arrested 2 suspected leaders of a cross-border kidnapping syndicate in Kwara State. The suspects, Abubakar Usman, also known as Sidi, and Shehu Muhammadu, alias Gide, were apprehended during an intelligence-led operation in Kaima local government area. Police recovered an AK-47 rifle, ammunition, cash suspected to be ransom proceeds, and a motorcycle allegedly bought with proceeds of crime. Investigations link the suspect to kidnapping and arms supply across Zamfara, Katsina, Niger and Kwara State. Inspector General of Police Kayode Betokun praised operatives and assured the public that efforts are going on to dismantle the entire criminal network and arrest other fleeing members. Stakeholders have called on state governors to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in implementing full local government autonomy. The Secretary General of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Algon Mohammed Abubakar, and human rights lawyer Inibehe Effiong made the call. They urged governors to comply with the Supreme Court judgment granting financial autonomy to local governments. President Tinubu had earlier warned that failure to comply with the ruling could force him to issue an executive order for direct payment of allocations to councils. The call follows the Supreme Court's July 11, 2024 judgment, which affirmed that funds from the Federation accounts must be paid directly to local governments. The Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, has praised Abia State Governor Alex Oti for what he described as visible progress within 2 years in office. He spoke at the 2025 Attorney Day celebration held in Arochukwu. The Emir said developments in Abia State are gaining national and international attention and called for stronger cultural and economic collaboration among regions to promote unity. Governor T reiterated his administration's focus on delivering good governance, stressing that his mandate is anchored on the will of the people rather than political distractions. The Lagos State government has announced plans to enforce the 2019 urban and regional planning law to reclaim illegally occupied public spaces. The Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Oluyinka Olumide, made this known in Lagos. He said road setbacks, drainage corridors, walkways and areas under bridges will be cleared to improve safety, traffic flow and environmental standards. The move targets unauthorized structures and activities on government land. The Commissioner added that sensitization of stakeholders will precede enforcement, assuring residents that the exercise will be lawful, transparent and aimed at improving state livability. News update is coming to you live from Aneke TV. Remember, you can stay connected with us on social media platforms Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube, all at Aneke TV. Now a quick recap of the major stories making the news. The President says plans for the establishment of community and state police formations are at an advanced stage, assuring the Christian Association of Nigeria of improved security nationwide. Police authorities and the Base 15 Explosive Ordnance Disposal Commandant confirmed that no casualty was recorded in the recent United States airstrikes in Sokoto State. And coming up shortly, on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is expected to meet United States President Donald Trump on Sunday to discuss efforts at ending the Russian-Ukraine war. And in business, new tax laws will take effect across the country from January the 1st. And in entertainment, Nollywood actor Uche Maduagwu has issued a public apology saying he was paid to ridicule popular music star Davido and his wife Chioma. We'll be right back.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring wherever you are. Good tidings, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas from all of us at Aneke TV.
Gentlemen, you're welcome to Christmas from Aneke TV. Have a wonderful time, have a wonderful festive season. It promises to be fun and entertaining. Just hang on as we take you through the ride.
Still on the news, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has announced plans to meet United States President Donald Trump in Florida on Sunday as diplomatic efforts to end Russia's war in Ukraine continue. President Zelensky said discussions will focus on the U.S. brokered peace framework and separate proposals on American security guarantees for Ukraine. However, a senior Russian official described the U.S. proposal as fundamentally different from the plan currently being discussed between Moscow and Washington. The Kremlin has yet to officially respond to Zelensky's offer to withdraw Ukrainian troops from the eastern Donbas region if Russian forces also pull back. Meanwhile, French-Russian airstrikes hit the Kyiv region on Saturday night, injuring at least one person, with explosions also reported in the Ukrainian capital. Meanwhile, Russia has launched a fresh wave of missile and drone attacks on Kyiv and other major Ukrainian cities. The strikes occurred hours before Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is scheduled to meet U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida. Ukrainian authorities say air defense systems were engaged for several hours as residents sought shelter. The escalation is seen as part of efforts to gain leverage ahead of renewed peace talks. The planned meeting will focus on a proposed peace framework, including security guarantees and disputed territories, as diplomatic pressure mounts to bring the conflict to an end. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, has reaffirmed that implementation of Nigeria's new tax reforms will begin on January 1, 2026. Mr. Oyedele stated that the reforms are designed to ease the tax burden on Nigerians and promote economic growth across key sectors. He gave the assurance while briefing journalists after the National Tax Policy Implementation Committee met President Bola Tinubu in Lagos. According to him, the administration is committed to ensuring clarity, fairness, and efficiency in the new tax regime. He added that stakeholders' engagement and public sensitization will continue ahead of the rollout date. The National Assembly has directed that certified true copies of the Tax Reform Act be made available to stakeholders and members of the public upon request. The directive follows allegation that some provisions of the tax laws were altered after legislative approval and presidential assent. In a statement issued in Abuja, the Senate Director of Information said the Assembly has commenced an investigation into the claims. The laws on the review include the Nigerian Tax Act 2025 and 3 other related Tax Administration and Revenue Service Act. Lawmakers say the probe will clarify concerns surrounding harmonization, assent, and gazetted versions of the laws. President Bola Tinubu has welcomed the $1.86 billion financing secured for Phase 1, Section 2 of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. The president described the deal as a strong indicator of growing investor confidence in Nigeria's infrastructure drive. He commended the Ministries of Finance and Works as well as the Debt Management Office for successfully concluding the transaction. According to the president, the funding ensures uninterrupted construction work on the coastal highway. He reaffirmed his administration's commitment to innovative financing for major national infrastructural projects. State and local government councils have reduced their bank borrowings by about 547.52 billion naira within 1 year. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria show that bank claims on subnational governments fell from 2.68 trillion naira in June 2024 to 2.13 trillion naira in June 2025. This represents a 20.4% year-on-year reduction in indebtedness. Further figures indicate that states and councils also cleared about 292 billion naira in bank loans between January 2024 and January 2025. The decline is attributed to increased federation account inflows and improved fiscal capacity at the subnational level. Nigerian Super Eagles will face Tunisia on Saturday in a crucial African Cup of Nations Group C encounter in Fez, Morocco. The match is a repeat of the 2021 AFCON clash that eliminated Nigeria. Former international Adegoke Adelabu has advised the team to remain tactical disciplined, warned against Tunisia's counter-attacking strength and ability to draw fouls in dangerous areas. Head coach Eric Shell says attention to detail will be key as Nigeria aims to secure qualification to the knockout stage and reclaim top spot in the group. Abakaliki Football Club has announced January 28 as the resumption date for the second stanza of the 2025-2026 Nigerian National League season. The club went on a one-week break following the conclusion of the first half of the campaign. Abakaliki FC played out a 3-3 draw against Osh United in the final first-round fixture. The team recorded 3 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss, finishing third in Conference B with 12 points. They are scheduled to face First Bank FC when the league resumes. Nigerian entertainer Uche Maduagu has publicly apologized to music star Davido and his wife Chioma Adeleke. The apology was delivered through a video posted on his Instagram page. Maduagu admitted to making derogatory posts about the couple on social media. He claimed he was paid 2.5 million naira alongside 4 other influencers to troll the singer and his family. He stated that Davido had done nothing wrong and expressed regret over his actions. The secretary to the government of the Federation, George Akume, has married Queen Zainab, George Akume Dajo. The union was confirmed by members of the Dajo family in a public announcement. Queen Zainab is the former wife of Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi. The family described the marriage as a joyful and uncommon union, welcoming her to Benue State. The development has attracted public attention, coming amid heightened national focus on governance and security, and marks a new personal chapter for the SGF. And finally, before we go on news updates, here's a recap of our main stories. The President has assured the Christian Association of Nigeria that the establishment of community and state police formations is imminent as part of efforts to strengthen internal security. Police authorities and the Base 15 Explosive Ordnance Disposal Commandant say no casualty was recorded in the recent United States airstrikes in Sokoto State. And on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky plans to meet United States President Donald Trump on Sunday for talks aimed at ending the Russia-Ukraine war. And in business news, new tax laws are set to take effect nationwide from January the 1st. And in entertainment, Nollywood actor Uche Maduagu has tendered a public apology, admitting he was paid to ridicule music star Davido and his wife Choma. And that wraps up the news. For more news and live updates, follow us across all social media platforms: Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all at Aneke TV. I am Deborah Wakba. Thank you for watching.
Aneke television. How agibom dị egwu nkwazi n'ahịa mgbochi ogwugwu kakwa ogwugwu ema. How mba ụwa bịa na ihe ebube eme. Mgbagbu ụwa gbatawa na ihe ebube emewa. Aneke television na-emela ogbenye emela amadi ihe. Ị na-agba nkwụ, ị na-eme nkepụta nwa, ị na-akwa ozu, ị na-agba akwụkwọ. Bịawa na Aneke television, bịa ka ezuoru gị ozi ọma. Bịawa na Aneke television yidume. How na-emela ogbenye emela amadi ihe. Ụmụ Igbo bịawo na nke a bụ nke anyị. Ị mara ebe oge ọrụ etiwe mmanwụ ntakịtị kwamọwụ si nne. Ya mere ha ji wee weta Aneke television. Ọ bụ onye gbagburu ahụ nna. Ọ dị na social media. Ọ dị na mgbagbu. Ọ dị n'Enugu State.
Police checkpoints. We're on the streets of Enugu to hear how Nigerians are affected by the police checkpoints. Do they feel safe or harassed?
I think that the potential to be harassed exceeds the potential to be safe. The occurrences that we witness on the road, right, especially for, let's say, the commercial transporters, right, the potential for them to be harassed is more significant than for them to be safe. Sometimes you would even be tempted to assume that the multiplicity of checkpoints, right, defeats even the purpose, because in some places they even become causes of traffic and hold up. So you ask yourself, what is the essence of these checkpoints there? Recently we have noticed a trend that even in inner roads, inner streets, you see police checkpoints there. You ask yourself, what is actually happening? Except if there are security concerns that we don't know about, some of these checkpoints are completely unnecessary.
Police checkpoints, once you drive, they will search you, you move. But in this particular area, this our area, this southeast, if you look around, checkpoint here and there, you see traffic jam. And this time around, this is festive period. Yes, we need to have police checkpoints. But the management of that checkpoint matters. You don't need to kill people on the ground that you are doing stop and search. You allow free movement. Except where you reasonable, emphasis reasonable, suspect a particular vehicle. You can clear that vehicle and search where other vehicle will continue to move. So ordinary ought to be a safe way for us.
We don't see the value of police checkpoint these days. We know that police checkpoints, they are there to make money. They are there to collect 20 naira, or 200 naira, or 100 naira. Once you give them 100 naira or 200, they are not interested in searching you. They are only intimidating people. I've seen them in many occasions. They ask you silly questions. They ask you to open your phone as if it is their work. I don't see what they are doing on the way. And if they are doing, if police checkpoint is actually doing something, many things are happening on our ways. We don't see them. So I don't see the value of police checkpoint to me. Ordinarily, it's supposed to be a nice thing, but that is not what they are doing. They are extorting people. From my experience, because I'm on the road every day, and I see it. So I feel harassed and embarrassed by the attitude and their way of doing their work.
It makes me feel safe to an extent. As a lawyer, they have not really ever accosted me or harassed me in any way. But then to other passers-by or other people during the road, I think most times they do harass. But then I feel generally they are fulfilling their duties, you get. So I think they are doing their work reliably well.
It makes people feel harassed. And again, this morning they stopped one guy, searching him from head to toe. It feels embarrassed. And maybe people walking around might feel Onyabuko a bandit or Onyabuko Onyori. It's very, very unsafe. So they should minimize what they are doing. People don't carry what they want to carry. Those people carrying those things are walking freely. And those ones that are very, very safe, they are the ones that are embarrassing on the way. So they should just kindly minimize it.
I don't think it's necessary. In the streets, I don't think it's necessary because I know most streets, they do have their own, this neighborhood watch, right? So I mean, they should be better deployed where they are needed, not in the streets, especially highways, I think, especially this season, so that motorists can feel safe and all.
In terms of police checkpoints, if you don't have any cockroach in your cupboard, you don't have nothing to fear. So getting to a police checkpoint, I feel free because they are there to discharge their duty, and I'm on my way going to where I'm going. So I don't think that I can be afraid of them or panic when getting to police station checkpoints. So I'm not scared because I know that I'm for a legit business.
Police is working today, honestly. Yes. Police is working here in Eastern Zone. Though we know we have hoodlums. Hoodlums are quite different from police. They can stay at a police checking point and start robbing people or harassing people. Then you thought police are the people doing that.
This is the reality on our streets. Like, share, and follow for more real voices. I am Sharon Uchi, Aneke TV.
Online scams are becoming more common, from fake giveaways to phishing messages and investment fraud. We are on the street today to hear from Nigerians.
What leads to this camera is for you to get it quick, get it today. And for you to be counted, because in our society today, wealth counts. And if you have not gotten it quickly at your ripe age or at a younger age, it seems that you don't know what you are doing. I advise people to always be conscious of themselves and be contented with what you have at a particular moment.
As scammers are a thorn in our flesh, they are a nuisance to the community now. People should be very, very careful. Don't be quick to give your information online, one. Number two, don't believe everything that someone tells you on social media, because that's one platform where scammers exploit a lot to scam people.
Of course, it's not a good one because so many people do impersonate, trying to use someone's account, like to impersonate and make money. Some used to, like some come to social media handles like WhatsApp group, they'll start begging money, that kind of thing. So such a thing can spoil people's image, so it's not good. My advice to everybody that is using social media, just be very careful with your account. Don't share your personal password. Then if you see any message in your phone, if you receive any message from your phone telling you to send so many digits, such digit number to you know, that kind of thing, to groups or phones like that, nobody should fall a victim. Don't do it. Don't respond to chat that you don't know. And you see all these people that in social media that does not use their pictures, they use people's images. All these white men images, flowers and animations. Most of them are scammers. Don't accept their requests.
Okay, scammers, you know, even in our current society, you get to see scammers on daily basis. And you know, some of them seem so simple, even just as I'm being dressed, wearing suits and all of that, but without knowing that they have an ulterior motive. And just for instance, like me, sometimes I'll get to see my phone ringing and I think that I'm getting a very important call without knowing that it's actually coming from someone who wants to scam me in per se. So I've experienced it. And my advice to those being scammed or people to people so that they will not be scammed is that they should be very careful. Most especially, they should try to tame their urge for money, because sometimes one of the things that worsens the whole situation or gives give hands to some of all these scammers is because of our urge and that greed part of us. You know, we want to make money by all means and all of that. So they should reduce it. They should tame that urge to make money by all means. Let them go out and work. You know, when you work, even the Bible says that there is fruit for a hard-working person. So a lazy person should not blame anyone if he or she is being scammed.
No, but they have been trying to scam me. But because of the knowledge that I have about scam, I was able to curb their scamming tactics. If you are contented with what you have, you won't be scammed. It's only when you expect to have more is when you'll be scammed, because they know that everybody is in need of one thing or the other, and you know that want is unlimited. Want is what you can continue to search till infinite. So if you are contented with what you have, there's nothing like scam to me. Then have a strong password, don't reveal everything about you on social media.
I think there are greedy, selfish people. They should be careful. Everybody should be very careful. That's what I feel like. That's what I need to tell them.
I don't think scammers should be in Nigeria. Like, we do things that will stop it, because lack of job causes scammers, scamming people. Like, even everybody is afraid to join anything because of scammers.
You have heard it from people. Online scams are real and anyone can fall victim. The key to stay safe is to verify information before rushing into them. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe for more conversations and real life story. I am Chinaza Ifeanyi, Aneke TV. Enugu is making changes to major roads for its new BRT systems. We ask residents and transport operators what they think.
nke izizi bụ na ndị ọ ga-eme affect buru ibu. Yes, because so when ndị shi ebe ahụ eri ndị ya ka nkụ ya dị more than 30,000 ma keke ma minibus. So iwofe ga-enye ọ ga-ebu ndị mmadụ aka so much.
So up no ga-ekwe gọọmenti anyị asịrọ ya ewebatara nke ya mana o webata nke ya na-agba nke anụ a na-agbakwa so ihe abụ anyị were ike ya because eziokwu na ji power ama mme by force mana ọ bụ na ọ ga-ekwu omume ya mee like that nke ya ga na-agba nke ndị nke ọzọ na-agbara ego oge Sullivan na-achị o webata bọs webatakwa taizi bọs and taizi ya na-agbakwa keke na-agba mini bọs na-agba and other taizi na-agbakwa so na ọ bụ na ọ ga-ekwu omume ya mee nke ọbụla na-agba onye ọbụla ha eweta for the day ejide ya so ha ka nwere ikwu dị ya solution nwekwa bụ ọ gọọmenti ga na-ayọ because ọ ji power so ayọ ka anaghị na-ayọkwa ya ọ bụrụ na adị eme effort maka ihe ọ sị na ọ ga-eme gị ọ ya bụ number one so ọ nọ ga-ekwu omume ya mee like that ka keke na-agba minibus na-agba nke wepụtakwa na-agba bọs ya and taizi ga na-agbakwa any other transport o wepụtakwa ga na-agbakwa so ụzọ ga-aba onye ọbụla
ị na-anya ịhụ na ndị keke na ndị minibus ha na-arụkwa ezigbo ọrụ mana ndụ ndị mmadụ kakwa mkpa maka na ogologo ụzọ ha na-agba tere aka tinyere etu ha si agba ya bụ ụgbọ mgbe ụfọdụ ndị nwere ụgbọ nke aka ha private ị na-anya na-arụ ụgbọala ha ị na-afụcha penti ndị keke a gasị na-arụ ya eleghị anya nke a sokwu n'ime gọvanọ ji wee mịa mana ihe m ga-agwadobe ndị ahụ ha ebe na-akwa bekarịa onye ihe mebinarị maka na o were ebe ha ga-adabedo o wepụtara akwa sị na ewepụtara 4,000 taxis onye o wutere ojiwa ya jee rejista na ndị a ga-ebunye taizi ọnyabanụ kama isi bụ ọnwụ ọzọ na anyị ayọkwa gọọmenti ha kaba arụ rụọ ụzọ ime obodo ka ndị a nwere ebe ha ga na-agba ọ bụrụ ịchụpụ mmadụ n'okporo ụzọ nke gọọmenti nke awara awara esizi ya febe n'enu adịrọ mma ife biko ka ihe ọ na-eme ka e nwee obi mmadụ na ya maka na ọtụtụ mmadụ si n'ebe a eri nri anapụ ndị a akwụpụ ha ọnụ n'ara enwere ara ọzọ ha ga-aṅụ ọ ga-ebutekwa ori ọ ga-ebute mpụ na aghụghọ n'ebe ọ kwụrụ ụdọ ya kpa ndị asị biko si mee ihe a ka nwanne na nwanne ka e nwee ezigbo nghọta ma ndị be anyị na-akwọ keke ma bọs ha were na obi ha tinye na njin keke na bọs ha chọọ ihe ọzọ a ga-eme ka o wee dịrị ha mma ya gazie.
I know our governor is trying. I'm not from this state. I'm from Benue State precisely, but my own suggestion, if he remove keke and drive a minibus, stealing, I think is welcoming armed robbers back. So my own idea is, I'm not saying he should not remove keke and minibus, but if possible, he should remove one, like either minibus and keke, because I know this keke has been helping us. Even those people that are stealing before, they are not stealing again. Based on say they are seeing their dairy bread. So it's not a good idea, because when he enter, he increased our even tax. The ticket we are cutting, ticket from 450 to 750, and we are still doing it. We are not complaining. So this one way he say if he go remove keke from the road, I don't think it will work. If it work, it might work because our government in power. You understand? My own idea is, if you find a solution to this, not removing keke entirely. That is my own view.
It will result to unemployment in our society when most of the keke drivers and also minibus will park their bus. So it will warrant to a lot of, miscreants moving around the society. So it's not really a good idea. The solution is to checkmate their activities by increasing the police and those people that are in charge of security in order to safeguard the lives of people.
What's actually going on as at the moment? I would, my own opinion, seeing that I'm a commercial driver that is driving a minibus, is that it's not fair for us to be restricted from applying all the routes we are supposed to apply. Because, when the government is telling us to leave a specific route, maybe that's where we've been applying for years now, and there is no other route that we know where we can start applying and get some income to survive. So we are begging the governor to reconsider that, what he's saying, that he should allow us, even if he's bringing in his own car, let everybody just drive. So that's just my own opinion.
Well, I think that the governor should think twice for the decision of removing the bus on the road, because I don't think that's a wise decision. But though, what can we do? If he say we should stop, we're going to stop then. That's all I have.
Feed my family, pay my children's school fee. So I don't have any other work to do apart from this one. The only thing is that I'm begging him to allow us to continue the way we do before.
Some see it as a step forward modern transport. Others have questions about alternatives. What's your view? I am Chinaza Ifeanyi, Aneke TV.
Boxing Day experience go. Today is 27th and we're still in the mood of celebration, merrymaking, and thank you for joining us on the week in retrospect here on Aneke TV. And I'm still your host, Uche Osai.
Yes, and I'm Deborah Wakuba, bringing you today's week in retrospect, and I hope you had a lovely day yesterday.
All right, and we're still in the mood of Christmas, and on the retrospect today we'll be talking about the merriment, the Christmas celebration, the Boxing Day. We'll talk about the experience of the Boxing Day. How did it go? Did you unbox anything? Did you send gifts out? And beyond and beside that, we'll be discussing the news that made the headlines throughout the Christmas week in details.
Yes, and also we'll be taking you with today's newspaper, starting from the Nation Punch, Vanguard, and the Guardian newspaper. Now, our paper for today in the Nation headline reads, "More strikes await terrorists as details of Sokoto attack unfold." And then in the Punch headline it reads, "Trump's Christmas missile strike fear in northern Nigeria." And then on the Vanguard headline says, "Sokoto Trump's missiles hit farmland. 3 terrorist camps hit 2 government source." And then the Guardian headline, major headline it reads, "At last Trump struck."
All right, let's start from the first one, the Nation newspaper, and then if you kindly enough, can we take that headline?
The Nation headline that reads, "More strikes await terrorists as details of Sokoto attacks unfold."
All right, you remember that on the Christmas day that the United States government did strike the terrorist enclave, as many Nigerians were still reeling from the euphoria from Christmas, while many rested from the day's activity and all that. The United States, in collaboration with the Nigerian government and military, as we are told, though a lot of individuals are beginning to argue as to the collaboration, if indeed the Nigerian counterparts were aware of that very precision strike in Sokoto, the borders of Nigeria, where we are told that the ISIS group are beginning to regroup from the Sahel with a motive, to unleash a coordinated attack on Nigeria as we move into the new year. And the United States government haven't perceived and seen, the regrouping and everything deemed it wise that that precision attack will be carried out as on 25th, when nobody was expecting that very attack. Remember that the borders of Nigeria over time have been porous, but while many continue to argue about the collaboration, the nature of the collaboration with the Nigerian counterparts, one thing that will not be taken away is that this strike has indeed happened, and one will say that the target has been achieved by the Nigerian government or the United States government, being that as we speak, where the information reaching out and to us is that the bandits are beginning to scamper, because when villagers were interviewed, they talked about seeing a lot of these guys starting to flee. Remember that at the border town, they dominated the mountainous areas, in Sokoto. And when people question why the choice of Sokoto, we were told that this is the place where they've been amassing, congregating, and is a hub where they plan attack and then go out to execute. And then the US, when they observe all this, did a precision, a guarded attack on this very location to decimate this very location. And in going into the detail, the US Navy were able to unleash Tomahawk, missile. And when you talk about Tomahawk missile, this is a guarded missile that usually launched from the Navy warship or from Navy war heads, where when they unleash this Tomahawk, which moves at the speed of 1,600 kilometers, precision with the speed at a lower altitude to evade radar, and is usually on occasion where you want to cause deep penetration and usually on land attacks. And this was deployed, and as we would see, it got to its target, though we are told that debris from this very missile fell off in some localities like Ofa in Kwara State and Jabo in Tambuwa local government area of Sokoto State, that the fallout from this missile, the debris were the fire incident that we are seeing. But so far the Nigerian government has come out to say that there were no casualties from the fallout from the debris. This where a lot of people were saying, how would the strike of this magnitude take place, where and how, where is it that there are no targets, but there are casualties from that very precision attack on this location. But what the government is telling us, that as a fallout from the debris, that nobody was harmed. We've deployed anti-bomb squad to go, around, see the debris, so that more damages are not caused in this whole area. And having spoken about the missile that was deployed and why the choice of the location, where we are told that about 16 missiles were released, and then this missile we're talking about has the capacity to carry 1,000 IB warhead, to go into a precision guarded attack. And as I speak to you, one will say yes, that the result has been achieved and is expected there will be more similar attack going into future. Take this for the bandits as a warning. When you read the output from the Department of War, that yes, that this will tell the ISIS, the terrorists, that the United States government is ever ready and is ready to equally dish more, more dish to the bandits when it comes to that. And having said all that, then I would we'll go on a short break, and when we return, we'll continue to probe this whole the U.S. attack, you understand, on the terrorist enclave and other news. Yes. The Insight with Uche Osai.
Having the political will to confront whatever is the challenges.
Igbo man wrestles with
the tortoise that had a lot of ingenuity, a lot of ideas, and the tireless.
It will take the bold mind of government in power to say, let there be electoral reform, no matter whose ox is God.
I was there. We did everything. All of us came and supported him with our last blood.
In-depth analysis, expert views, real voices, uncover the stories shaping Nigeria today. Deep dive, honest, unfiltered, only on The Insight with Uche Osai on Aneke TV. Join us.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring wherever you are. Good tidings, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas from all of us at Aneke TV.
Gentlemen, you're welcome to Christmas from Aneke TV. Have a wonderful time, have a wonderful festive season. It promises to be fun and entertaining. Just hang on as we take you through the ride in 2026. Be there.
The Insight with Uche Osai.
Having the political will to confront whatever is the challenges.
Igbo man wrestles with
the tortoise that had a lot of ingenuity, a lot of ideas, and the tireless.
It will take the broad mind of government in power to say, let there be electoral reform, no matter whose ox is God.
I was there. We did everything. All of us came and supported him with our last blood.
In-depth analysis, expert views, real voices, uncover the stories shaping Nigeria today. Deep dive, honest, unfiltered, only on The Insight with Uche Osai on Aneke TV. Join us. Thank you for staying with us on the Week in Retrospect here on Aneke TV, and joining us to debone these issues is Mr. Res Arum, our in-house analyst. Mr. Res.
Well, I am here again, and we wish everybody, the Yuletide season is still there, and I believe people are still enjoying. Some people are still on the road, going to their respective homes and so on. So, well, I wish all of you Johnny Mercies, and of course, a very successful, blissful Yuletide season.
All right. Good. Before you joined us, we'll go back to the headline. You know, we're dealing with the Nation newspaper of today, where we're being told about the dish that the United States government served to the terrorists. You know, and they are promising more meals to the terrorists. Can we take the headline again?
Yes, the headline says, from Nation newspaper says, more strikes await terrorists as details of Sokoto attacks unfold.
This is what we've been talking about. The strike, the United States government has taken promising more with the Nigerian counterparts, who we are told, you know, that this action was carried out in collaboration with the Nigerian government and Nigerian military, and it was indeed a precision strike, though many have come out to argue why the choice of Sokoto, right? And we were told that the ISIS, you know, the Islamic State terrorists are beginning to regroup from the Sahel at the border towns of Nigeria in Sokoto, and so far the villagers say that they occupy the mountainous areas in that area, and there's no disregarding the fact that the U.S. government, who has carried out surveillance operation over the country for getting to a month plus now, you know, we are aware of this maxing of these terrorist groups around the Nigerian border from the Sahel, with a view to carry an organized onslaught, terrorist onslaught against Nigerian state going into the new year. And with the magnitude of the gathering, the amassing of more forces around the area, there is no doubt why the U.S. government chose to strike that particular location where we were told that have been a behave of activities and a terrorist enclave where they plan other onslaughts and move from there to other locations like Medjugorje and all the other areas in Nigeria. Why they chose to decimate that place, and in doing so they deployed the Tomahawk missile, which is usually guarded by the US Navy and the allies when they want to achieve a deep strike, especially land strikes. And we're told that this missile usually travels at the speed of 600 kilometers per hour and carries a warhead of 1,000 warhead, which is strong enough to cause serious damage. And as a result, what many people are beginning to talk about is the fallout, the debris from this missile, where we're seeing that there were fire leaks and debris around Offa town in Kwara State and Jabo in Tamboa local government area of Sokoto State. But the EOD, the police anti-bomb squad, have been deployed, to gather the debris from this area to see if there were not any unexploded missile around the area, so that the civilian populace will not be put in danger. And the Nigerian government had come out to say that there were no casualties, no civilian casualties. And you did remember that when the State Department of War, they said that they carried out attack with a view to minimize any civilian casualty. And the Nigerian counterpart has indeed come out to say that there were no civilian casualty in that very operation, which many Nigerians mistook to be that no terrorist was killed in that strike. But be that as it may, the strike was successful, and we are happy that there were no civilian casualties from that strike. The information we'll have that as to those who were injured, but which we were told is not a critical injury. They are in the hospital receiving treatment as we speak. Mr. Rez, the United States government did promise more action in this regard, and the Nigerian counterpart equally has said yes, that in collaboration with the United States government, they are ever ready to see that all these terrorist activities and actions in Nigeria are brought to a minimal.
I think what just happened is a tip of the iceberg, because it was being talked about all along and nothing has happened. But America is an advanced nation in every aspect of their doings, in every aspect of their life. So in war situation or in security situation, they are one of the best, if not the best in the world. So we have seen America coming in, and it's just a warning for the terrorists, because we said earlier that Nigeria is beginning to be the hub of terrorism in the sub-Saharan area. But and then we have ISIS already in Nigeria. We used to hear about ISIS in Syria, but today we are talking about ISIS in Nigeria, which means apart from ISIS, the Al-Qaeda are also here. The Boko Haram are there, and so many other smaller, terrorist organizations are all here. And we are wondering what is going to be the fate of Nigerians. And now, Nigerians, in collaboration with the United States, are beginning to work in partnership to decimate the activities of this group, these groups of and if you talk about why Sokoto, like some people would ask, yes. You see, there's nothing that is better than intelligence in situations like this, in terms of security, intelligence. So the Americans have surveyed, gathered intelligence about the enclave of these groups. And the more dangerous, of course, ISIS is one of the most dangerous terrorist organizations in the world. So they had to now start from the beginning, start working from where they think is most important in terms of achieving what their mission, achieving what they intend to achieve in Nigeria. And ISIS is an Islamic fundamentalist group. And when you're talking about Islamic fundamental group, you're talking about those who may be involved in the alleged genocide in Nigeria. The number one set of people that may be involved will be ISIS. So they have to start from where? Based on what they intend to do, because they said they are coming into Nigeria to ensure that there is no form of genocide and terrorism. And that's exactly what they have done. And I think it's a precision strike. They said it's successful and all that. Of course, we are beginning to get the clips of that missile. Tomahawk is one of the most dangerous missiles. Even Russia asked America, don't ever give Ukraine Tomahawk. If you do that, it will be a full-blown war. You escalate the problem, and we might even go nuclear. So don't even try it. So when you're talking about Tomahawk, coming in a security situation, of course, it is a very serious issue. America did not come with airplanes to bomb the enclave. They just dropped one Tomahawk missile, and it's a warning. And of course, from reports, reports from the people, the civilians around that area, they said these ISIS people are scampering for safety, running away. They are not converged any longer. In fact, because unless they will have to regroup, but then there's a watch on them. The intel is there to capture whatever thing they're going to do. So I think, like you said earlier, that some Nigerians were skeptical about collaboration and partnership, but it's been reiterated from even our own defense ministry, the federal government, and even the Americans, that they are working in partnership with the Nigerian government. So it is no longer in doubt. Anybody who is expressing any form of skepticism about the position of Nigeria and skepticism about sovereignty, sovereignty of Nigeria being ceded to the American government, no, that does not arise. We are working based on agreements, we are working based on partnership, we are working based on treaty, we are working based on diplomatic arrangement, Nigerian diplomatic arrangement with America. And I think the sovereignty is not tampered with in any way.
Yes.
And I believe that.
Yes, and we were told that they got approval from the president of Nigeria to carry out those strikes.
That's a partnership.
So that partnership, like you mentioned, is not in doubt. But remember that the president of the United States, when he was talking initially about this situation, did promise that when they want to strike, when they come in, it will be swift, fast, and sweet. And I want to ask, was that achieved? Was it swift? Was it fast? And is it sweet?
A lot of people did not. Just like Trump. Remember the one he did in Iran? It was like that. Nobody expected it at that time. It was not until when Trump tweeted that the world started knowing what happened in Iran. And this time around, it was the same Trump that tweeted, and everybody started knowing. The media started reporting, because the media, in the initial reports of the media, started with Trump's tweet. And they were swift, of course. Remember, that attack came from the sea. The attack did not come from another, and the sea is quite far away. I don't know how many 1,000 kilometers that the this missile carrier, that is this warship, missile carrier, is from Sokoto.
No, we're told the attack, yes, and the missile carrier was stationed at the Gulf of Guinea.
That's what I'm saying. So it is,
and that demonstrates the ability to hit any target of choice.
Oh, so is this. So it is at the sea, and from the sea, you know how you have to go down until you get to the sea. From the sea, they did all their surveillance and
got the
target. Right. You see, the idea, we have not been told how it affected the ISIS group. We have not been told so far. We have not been given any details about how it affected. And of course, the ISIS have not, they have not even made any statement, official statement, as a group, as a body. So we are waiting. But I know that it's just beginning, is the beginning of what is going to happen in Nigeria in the coming days, weeks, and months ahead. So the groups will have to be very careful. The groups will have to leave Nigeria, possibly relocate to any other place of choice that may accommodate them. But I wonder if there will be any country that will accommodate the terrorists, except a terrorist nation. You know, we have heard that Iran is #1 in terms of funding terrorism worldwide. So, except Iran has annexed any of the nations in Africa, they will be sure that they might have a terrorist hub. But for the situation in Nigeria, it's about firearm. It's about attack, and decimate. Of course, the president knows that with the insecurity problem in Nigeria, he may not achieve anything or much as the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And that would be a minus for him. So it is a good thing that he goes about facing insecurity headlong and ensure that Nigerians sleep with their two eyes closed.
All right. Very well said. At least we hear from the one thing that is obvious is that these terrorist groups are beginning to scamper for safety. You know, giving the account from the villagers around the area, they could attest to seeing the Lakrama, scampering, running away, moving away from at least the mountainous areas where they've been amassing their population over time now. But be that as it may, this may be, like you did observe, the beginning of a long operation in Nigeria to dismantle and disorganize this terrorist network that has made Nigeria a hub over time. And having said that, let's take a look at what Pete Hegseth did tweet immediately after that strike. He said, the president was clear last month. The killing of innocent Christians in Nigeria and elsewhere must end. The Department of War is always ready. So ISIS found out tonight and on Christmas. More to come. Grateful for Nigerian government support and cooperation. Merry Christmas. And then we'll take a look at what the man himself, Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States of America, and in his tweet, immediately after that very operation, he said, tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief of the United States, launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorists come in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I've previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there will be hell to pay. And tonight, there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamist terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if their slaughter of Christians continue. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. Mr. Rest, he said, just like Trump would do, he said, Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists.
That is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump for you. But anyway, that's on a lighter note.
He comes in with comic relief.
Yeah. Yes. You know, I was trying to find the tweet from Gumi, you know, and that's in a view to take us to another dimension. I've been in contact with people who are living in other parts of northern Nigeria. I know there's a little bit of apprehension. People want to beat their time before they go out with their usual activities, social life and all that, as a result of this attack in Sokoto. Is there any possibility, you know, that we may see reprisal attack, given what the likes of Gumi has come out to, you know, say that this is anti-Islamic, that on a Christmas day, the government, the United States government, in collaboration with Nigerian government, chose to strike this location, and for him, the significant thing or the symbolism was that is on a Christmas day, which to him is a preference for a certain religion over the others. Do you think that that may begin to ignite what many fear, that there may be a reprisal attack in Nigeria?
When you talk about preference, Trump has not hidden his belief in Christianity and his preference for Christianity. He has not hidden that. Even during his campaign for his second term in office, or second tenure, he has always upheld Christianity, and that is who Trump is. He believes, of course, if you look at the United States currency, I think the only currency in the world that has "In God we trust." Is that the currency? Yeah. Is that the dollar? "In God we trust"?
In God we trust, yes.
Thank you. So you see that the background or the fundamental, you know, arrangement that gave birth to the United States is based on missionary work. These are missionaries that founded the United States, and they made it a place to be. So they believe in Christianity, so it is not hidden. So if Gumi is thinking there's a preference, significance and all that, of course he should know it is the obvious. He just stated the obvious thing because it's something that is well known to all and sundry. And reprisal, how? Who will reprise? Anybody who goes on reprisal, it means the person is a terrorist. What are you making a reprisal for? Who are you attacking? Are United States people in the north? You are going to attack your fellow people in the north, or possibly Christians in the north. If you attack Christians, then everything that is claimed is true. You have ended up proving that it is an obvious thing that you have a jihadist ideology. Do you understand? So I don't think there will be a reprisal. Even the northerners, some of them are aware. Of course, they know that if there becomes a reprisal, then it means obviously you are into some jihadist ideology, and America will come in more than they have come. They will come in more than they have come. Then it means that the common Nigerians who are not terrorists are now joining out of sentiment the terrorist organizations. So it becomes sentimental. Gumi's statement is sentimental. He's just whipping up sentiment. What has it got to do? The fact that it happened on Christmas does not mean anything. The important thing is that terrorists have been attacking this country in very many forms and in many areas of this nation state, and that America have come in to help us. It's just like the biblical quote, somebody was asked to come over to Macedonia and help us. Of course, Nigeria asked Trump to come over to Macedonia. The present Macedonia is Nigeria. Come over to Nigeria and help us.
Yes,
and Trump did.
Yeah,
All right. Just sorry to cut you short. This is a quote coming from Gumi himself. When he was interviewed by some reporters, he said, according to him, this is the mistake Nigeria has made. Terrorists don't fight terrorists. In truth, they may only kill innocent people and have ulterior motives behind the drama of fighting terror. As a principle, no nation should allow his land to be a theater of war, and no nation should allow his neighbors to be their enemies. If Nigeria wants military assistance, they should rather look to China, Turkey, and Pakistan can do the job effectively, the cleric said.
So why is he suggesting China, Pakistan, and some, Islamic states? Why is he suggesting? And then terrorists cannot fight terrorists. Who is the terrorist here? This is an allusion. He's now alluding to America as a terrorist nation. So you see, so they are biased. It's based on sentiment. It's based on his personal bias. And we're looking elsewhere. Of course, in the week, we did some newspaper, review here, and of course, that allusion was done. So I was thinking, who are those partners that he has finally mentioned the partners he thinks is the rightful place to approach for whatever. But you now talk about even the China that they're talking. Of course, China is an ally of Nigeria, but we're beginning to see from reports that mining in the north, which has brought about a whole lot of banditry, revolves around Chinese companies. So you see, and the same people who are bringing about insecurity, you are now saying we should go for as those who will assist us in fighting insecurity. When they are being pointed at from somewhere, they are just being pointed. It's an allegation yet that Chinese companies are primarily responsible to the problems about banditry, because they want to mine their gold and other minerals from the northern part of Nigeria. So you see, and he's saying we should go. We go to Pakistan. Yes, we go to Pakistan, an Islamic nation, so that we'll be fully Islamized. If Nigeria has freedom for religion, nobody should be talking about that.
All right. That's quite apt. One thing that is sure is that Nigerians are happy that the terrorists are being decimated. That for once there is hope for Nigerians to go on and about their business freely, without fear of being terrorized, without fear of being bombed in the mosque, without fear of kidnapping and the rest of it. And indeed, if the government of the United States of America, in collaboration with our government, is able to achieve that, that's a very good cause for celebration in Nigeria. Deborah.
All right, thank you very much. Now let's take our next paper from Monday paper that said, starting from the Nation, Punch, Vanguard, and the Guardian newspaper. Now on Monday paper reads 139 pupils, teachers rescued, and also the Punch headline also reads Nigeria suffers nearly 1 trillion naira export loss after Trump's tariff. And then the Vanguard says, why presidency raised 2026 budget to 58 trillion naira. And then the Guardian headline says, fiscal indiscipline fuels budget chaos, governance gaps.
Mr. Reyes, that's the news as at Monday. First, we have been told that since Donald Trump raised the concern, especially talking in the area of tariff and all that, but one thing is quite obvious. In the week starting Monday, we are talking about budgeting, we are talking about foreign income, fiscal responsibility. All those were the news headlines during the week. And yes, we did review this. But I want to ask, from the angle of Donald Trump and our collaboration with the government of the United States of America, starting from when Nigeria was designated as a country of particular concern, with that, we argue that he has given Nigeria, placed Nigeria on a negative outlook, bad image for the nation. But with this collaboration, where we're beginning to decimate, the terrorist enclave, what positivities can we draw from that?
Of course, from what has happened during the last week, there were skepticisms about the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by the United States government, and at the same time, there were discussions between the government of Nigeria and the government of the United States on how to collaborate. And today, it is obvious the collaboration has started yielding fruit. I do think that the effect will be positive on the Nigerian nation in terms of security. At least people are beginning to have some level of relief, at least that Trump has come in and Nigeria has joined hands with the United States to ensure that there's security in the nation. Otherwise, many people did not, some, especially those in the diaspora, did not come back to Nigeria. Many of them did not because of insecurity situation. And of course, even those who traveled, some people who traveled from Lagos to the eastern part of Nigeria, some are still in the kidnappers' den as we are talking. So the insecurity was so much that a lot of things, economic activities and agricultural activities, everything was down. And while our president and the commander-in-chief with his lieutenants continued to work hard to, put back insecurity, the bandits, kidnappers, became on the prowl. Kidnappers started kidnapping with reckless abandon. In fact, every other minute you hear about kidnapping of victims, especially in the Kogi area. Kogi area, there haven't been much attacks. There haven't been much attacks within the Benue Plateau axis. But Kogi has been a hot spot. Kogi, Kwara areas, Niger, has been a very hot spot. And for Niger, that Monday we also celebrated. We also celebrated that during the week. We celebrated the complete release of the remaining abductees by the bandits. And that is a very beautiful development. A lot of people applauded the president for securing the release of the students and teachers of a school in Niger State. So these are all part of it. And our expectation is that things will start going better than it were. Economic activities, most likely people will just listen, wait for a while, and they will resume. Nigerians, they will resume in full blast the economic activities if these terrorists and bandits are chased away.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Well, now let's move over to our celebration mode for the week. As we all know, we are in this festive season of Christmas. Now, Christmas is not yet past. Christmas was on the 25th, but then we are still in the mood of the celebration. And now, during the week, we would say that the Igbo Pan Social Cultural Organization, which is the Ohanese, actually they sought ways to move the Igbo nation forward, and they sought ways to move the Igbo nation forward during this festive season. And let us take a look at the video.
Ohanese Ndibo worldwide has donated 19 million naira to 19 former Enugu Rangers players who won the 1977 African Cup of Champions. The announcement was made by Senator John Azota Mbata during the Imobi meeting at the International Conference Center in Enugu, where he also highlighted achievements from his one-year tenure as President General. Senator Azota Mbata said the contribution compensates for the unredeemed 25,000 naira pledged by the federal government to each player nearly 5 decades ago. The President General also revealed plans to establish 7 professorial chairs across Ohanese states for Igbo language, history and culture, backed by 35 million naira in takeoff grants. Work on the new Ohanese headquarters in Enugu, which will house a museum of Igbo music, art and culture, is nearing completion. He further announced 50 million naira takeoff grants for Alibo Investment Company and Ndibo Development Foundation by year-end 2025. Speaking at the event, Professor Pat Otome urged Igbos to define their place in Nigeria and called for a level playing field, while former Minister of Power Professor Chinedu Nebo stressed the importance of Igbo unity. Dr. Ezechi Chukwu, National Publicity Secretary of Ohanese Ndibo, briefed the press after the engagement.
In oceanic proportion, the governor of Enugu State for this incandescent sense of hospitality. The governor of Enugu State has always been there for Ohanese Ndibo, Abiliso, from the first day of Senator Mbata.
The meeting attracted dignitaries, including former Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi, former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator Anyim Pius Anyim, and the Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Nnemeka Alfred Achebe.
Okay, first of all, it's so, engaging and exciting to see the Igbo leaders coming together. But before we really talk about this, okay, let's just go into that before we talk about the Christmas. Mr. Rez, I don't know if it's cause for excitement or worry when we see Igbo leaders come together like this to discuss about way forward. I don't know if it's cause for excitement, being that over the years, there's been conversation, there's been talk about moving the Igbo nation forward, about the Igbo nation finding its foothold in Nigeria. And over the years, it's still the same talk. Would you say that the movement, in finding our place, the Igbo nation finding their place in Nigeria, has been a successful one, in view with the position of the Ohanese Ndibo, as the backbone of this movement?
Well, since after the war that ended in 1970, the Igbos have not found their feet in Nigeria in terms of national integration. The Igbos have not been integrated, and the Ohanese Ndibo is the apex socio-cultural organization, joining together all the Igbos in the eastern part of Nigeria and the midwestern part of Nigeria. In fact, wherever Igbos are, they are members of Ohanese. And that organization has had its own problems, problems that ranges from political to many others. But politically, we have not seen Ohanese move very much forward. These are because there are people who believe and some people do not believe. Although there's no way you can particularly do a democratic setting for the Igbos, so as to say that the Igbos have agreed on what to do. Meanwhile, there are other Igbo socio-cultural organizations. We have the Igbo Development Foundation and the likes. We have many other Igbo organizations. All are charting their own course. Most often, the causes that these groups are charted, both in Nigeria and in the diaspora, has not been harnessed into one by the Apex Social-Cultural Organization, that is the Ohaneze and Igbo. If Ohaneze have been able to maybe get these ideas together and look at them, at the ideas critically, and begin to adopt what will be central to the Igbo cause, and that will be a fair deal. But you can see the governors and the government in power use the Ohaneze to settle their cronies. It is not a democratic setting where maybe the Igbos come out to vote from their villages to the local government and so on and so forth, so that a president general of Ohaneze will emerge. We had expected a democratic setting, but it has always been consensus. Of course, rotation. Yeah, we believe rotation can work in principle. At least Mr. A, Mr. B, everybody is given an opportunity to participate, of course. So, and most recently, the Ohaneze met. And the Ohaneze President General is from Rivers State, and he has been able to support the club, Rangers International Football Club of Enugu, which is supposedly the Igbo identity, because immediately after the war, that club was formed, and the Igbos, kept forging ahead, working very hard, and economically the Igbos have soared. We are going to the top, and that is exactly what happened to the Igbo man since after the war. That's the best thing about them is industry. They want to turn every event into a very meaningful product.
Okay.
So I would wish Ohaneze would be stronger and apolitical. I would wish Ohaneze would be stronger and apolitical. The level of a political position, is trying to, but Ohaneze is becoming political this time. Ohaneze comes out to tell you that it is Tinubu, they are going to support Tinubu for a second tenure.
Okay.
Sometime they did. So, and it beats my imagination to think that at this level, Ohaneze should be taking sides politically. I don't know if Ohaneze is becoming a political group that is seeking for political positions of choice of persons, whether Igbo or otherwise. I expected that, and here, just the meeting they had, people like Peter Obi, who is the presidential candidate of Labour Party during the 2023 election, was there. And all these things that he's there to woo Ohaneze for support because he has said he's going to run for presidency. So these are all these things I expect Ohaneze should come out either to become a political organization, a pressure group, or a pure socio-cultural organization, and perfectly defend that identity of the Igbo man.
All right, thank you very much for that, and thank you very much, Mr. Rex, for your in-depth analysis on the paper for today. And also, please, that is all for today on the Week in Retrospect. Please do not forget to send your views using hashtag retrospect on Aneke TV across Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, YouTube, all at Aneke TV, or call our phone number 070-304-37110.
And I'm still your host, Uche Osai. I'm Mr. S. Thank you very much for joining us on the Weekend Retrospect.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, and I'm Deborah Wakuba. So see you next time.
The eagle stands as a majestic symbol of strength, clarity, and vision. Its ability to soar above storms signifies resilience, while its shaped sight represents focus. This is why many nations, including Nigeria, use the eagle as an emblem of nation pride. Eagles do not fear challenges, they embrace them. They fly higher when the winds become strong, rising above obstacles rather than avoiding them. This teaches us that problems are not barriers, but stepping stones for those who dare. To live like an eagle is to stay focused, courageous, and disciplined. It is to see opportunities where others see only difficulties. The sky is not your limit, it is your launch pad.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring wherever you are. Good tidings, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas from all of us at Aneke TV.
Gentlemen, you're welcome to Christmas from Aneke TV. Have a wonderful time, have a wonderful festive season. It promises to be fun and entertaining. Just hang on as we take you through the ride in 2026. Be there.
Imo State unfolds like a living poem, a tapestry of memory, aspiration, and transformation. Here, history is not settled in the past, but continues to move forward, carried in the footsteps of Imolites, whose resolve and optimism animate every corner of the land. The people and their spirit Imolites are renewed for their courage, enterprise, and intellect. From the bustling avenues of Owerri to the rolling hills of Idato, both the young and the old carry a quiet, steadfast conviction. Education is not just a means to an end, but a calling. Their ambition lives in the classrooms, in labs, in markets, and in the global Imo diaspora. Imo's cultural heartbeat is rhythmic and rich. High life melodies mingle with gospel harmonies and modern beats, each song echoing ancestral memory and youthful vigor. Traditional dances carry stories of community, origin, and resilience, even as innovation blossoms, rooted in respect for heritage. Infrastructure and roads. Under Governor Hope Uzodinma, Imo has undergone what many describe as a road revolution. The administration claims to have delivered over 120 quality roads within 5 years. Notable among them are the dualized Owerri Olo and Owerri Okigwe roads. The Mbidi Oguta Road and 18-kilometer dual carriageway was commissioned in early 2025, aiming to boost economic activities in Uru West and Oguta LGAs. especially by connecting to the Orashi Energy Free Trade Zone. Other signature infrastructure includes the Azamta flyover to decongest traffic and the Emmanuel Iwanyam International Conference Center, which has been built to world-class standards. Governor Uzodimma has also stated that these infrastructure investments are not just for mobility, but are economic corridors intended to stimulate trade, reduce travel time, and integrate Imo's communities more closely. Under human capital development, health and education, and on health, the Governor Uzodimma administration reports a comprehensive revamp. Renovation of 305 health centers, purportedly one in each electoral ward. Establishment of 55 new primary health centers, announced in 2025 to expand access, particularly in rural areas. Construction of 3 new general hospitals at Ohaji, Oguta, and Omuma. Revitalization of the Imo State University Teaching Hospital and the Specialist Hospital, plus re-accreditation of nursing and midwifery schools. Creation of a state health insurance scheme known as Imo Health Insurance, which has reportedly covered more than 66,000 residents. Deployment of mobile clinics to reach rural and underdeserved communities. In education, Governor Uzodimma has significantly expanded tertiary education. What was once one functioning public university has grown to 3, along with a polytechnic and a college of education. He has also prioritized youth empowerment and governance that are strong signals of financial reforms. According to some reports, Uzodimma has focused heavily on capital spending, budgeting major parts of the state resources towards infrastructure and development. Then, Imo under Emeka Ihedioha, renewal and vision. While much of the recent narrative focuses on Governor Uzodimma, it is important to acknowledge the contributions of his predecessor, Chief Emeka Ihedioha. Through his rebuild Imo agenda, Chief Ihedioha prioritized environmental renewal. There were efforts to restore drainage, improve waste management, plant community trees, and reintroduce refuse compactor vehicles. He also restructured state finances, including implementing a treasury single account for greater financial discipline and automating revenue collection to improve the state's internally generated revenue. In agriculture, Chief Ihedioha launched an initiative called Rice Revolution to boost rice production, turn rural youths into farmers, and partner with the private sector for food security. For youth and sports, Chief Ihedioha's government reportedly worked on sports infrastructure across the 27 local government areas, envisioning healthy, active youth participation in sports. What truly defines Imo is its resilience. Where decay once prevailed, renewal now pauses. Where neglect reigned, leadership dares to imagine. The story of Imo is not only about roads and hospitals, it is about a people who refuse to accept stagnation, who carry their heritage with dignity, and who dare to dream of a better tomorrow. As night falls over palm-lined hills and Owerri streets, hum with life, Imo is not just a place, it is a promise built in classrooms, clinics, markets, and fields. In its people lies its greatest wealth, and in its bold, forward-looking dreams, its greatest power.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Remember, you can catch Dear Woman on Aneke TV at YouTube or any other social media platforms. You can follow us, you can subscribe and drop a comment. You can share gifts or love this Christmas season by dropping a comment and reaching out to us so that we can appreciate you and make sure that the love gets round. Dear woman, this is a safe space for you to feel seen, heard, and acknowledged. My name is Chidima Asowa, and I'm your companion on this journey of being a woman. This is a Christmas special. Merry Christmas. I want you to have a beautiful Christmas this year, and I pray that the joy of the Lord rests in your home this year. Amen. One of my fondest memories of Christmas was growing up back in the day. You know how moms, they used to make like lots of meat. I don't know about other people's home, but in our home we made lots of meat during Christmas time, and that meat was meant to carry us from that time to the whole ending the whole festivities. We made coolers of meat, like 2 coolers of meat, like lots of meat, that people would come, we'll make food, we'll make soup, and we use the meat from there. So it was a lot of meat. And my mom made that particular year's own, and she placed it on top, because normally when she makes the meat, before you know it, we have cleared the meat for her. And that particular year, she decided to put it on top of somewhere. And my other sister was like, ah, God, I want to eat meat. Let's get meat now. And I told her that, see where mommy kept the meat, up there. And my other sister said, fine, I'm going to carry you and you bring down the cooler and we'll get some meat. And we did. And funny enough, that remains my fondest memory of Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I wore beautiful dresses. My mom, she was stylish, and I was stylish at that point, thanks to her. And there was this feeling of community. I love the feeling of community. Christmas, going to people's home, people coming to the house, people eating, feeding people. It gives me joy. It's something I saw my mom do, and somehow it's something that I've carried with me. I'm really exceptionally happy this year because I'm doing my own thing this year, and people are going to come into my house to eat and all that. It is all fun, and so I'm so giddy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm so giddy. Christmas gets me excited. Christmas gets me feeling love, feeling all the beautiful emotions, and it's also a lot of work. You know, cooking, cleaning, all those things. There's a lot of work, but I'm mostly excited about Christmas because I grew up in a family that was really excited about Christmas. So I'm excited. Blah 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 blah. I'm blabbing a lot, and this brings us to the topic for this Christmas season. These are the 7 practices you should take, or these are 7 things you should practice as a woman this Christmas season. 7 practices every woman should take on this Christmas season. So what are these practices? First, you have to give thanks, gratitude. I want you to write out 10 things that you're grateful for this Christmas period. It could be the fact that you are alive, the fact that you are whole, and when I mean whole, I mean you're not sick, you're not in the hospital, you have both hands, both legs. Because I saw this lady on social media who had both legs. She was doing well. She's a very pretty lady, and then she had an accident and she lost both legs. Their legs had to be amputated rather. Her legs had to be amputated, and oh my God, I just felt sorry and so bad for her. But again, it reminds me of the fact that we need to be grateful. I have my hands, I have my legs, you have your hands, you have your legs. These are things that we should be grateful for. So write out things that you're grateful for. You can be asking yourself, why? Why do I need to write out things I'm grateful for this Christmas period? It is because it helps you to stay grateful rather than feeling pressured. This Christmas period is a period where people are building houses, renovating their homes, getting married, announcing their scholarships, announcing their admissions into various schools. People are announcing they're pregnant, they have babies. People are looking good, and probably you're looking like bunga fish, and you're just so irritated and so angry. I know, but that helps you to just keep yourself grounded, and no matter what people are doing around you, what people are saying, what they are celebrating, rather than feeling angry with them or with yourself, you just lock down and you're grateful for everything and all the blessings that God has showered on you from January down to December. Now, the next thing I want you to practice in this Christmas season is get yourself a gift. Get yourself a gift. This holds you accountable and holds people around you accountable. Imagine telling people to love you if you can't love yourself. They said go where you are valued. Where are you going to if you can't start from here? You have to start from here and move towards somewhere else that you're valued or you're loved. So you have to get yourself something.
It does not matter. You can get yourself gold, bags, shoes, hairs, wristwatch, jewelry. Get yourself something. And if you can't afford it, get yourself, even if it's a roll-on, even if it's a perf, get yourself something inexpensive. Just get yourself something, and something materialistic, not something you're going to eat and forget about, something that you're going to pick up and you're going to remember that, oh, I got myself this. Get something for yourself every Christmas. I do that. I try as much as I can. New undies, new something that belongs to you and you alone. Get it for yourself. Practice selfishness and get yourself something this Christmas. It's just a way of showing love to yourself. It's just a way of embracing yourself. You know, you're preaching people should love you. You want people to love you, but then you're able to love yourself. You're able to give to yourself things. It gives this joy, this satisfaction, and it just ushers in more gifts and more blessings from other people. The next thing you're going to be doing this Christmas, you should practice it, is I want you to say yes, yes. I want you to turn up this Christmas. Do obly, yes. Obly this season. Say yes to a lot of opportunities. When people invite you out for outings, for weddings, for this, for that, say yes. Just let your hair loose, have fun, meeting people, make new friends, but make sure your drinks are covered. Strangers are not handling your drinks. You know, be safe, but have fun. Have positive fun, dance. It makes the Christmas season even more beautiful. You are meeting people, you are seeing things, you have things to talk about, you have things to joke about. I remember this particular Christmas season that we had lots of celebrations. I wasn't invited because I was a child, but my mom was, and I followed my mom everywhere. And for that whole period, I just had so many gists in my corner. I'm the kind of person that, you know, I talk a lot, I'm loquacious, and I always have gist. With that experience, I had a lot of gist, and that gist, they got me lots of friends. Okay, so just go out, have fun. If you are invited, if you're not invited, sit in your house. But if you're invited, or you know someone that, you know, was invited and person can take you along, go along, have fun, celebrate, let your hair loose, be free, be happy, meet new people, see things to talk about, things to gossip about. I didn't say that, but just see things to have fun about. The next I want you to do this Christmas period is I want you to practice budgeting. I know I just ruined the phone. I asked you to go out and I'm asking you to budget. I get it. Don't be upset. Now you're going to be invited for lots of weddings, especially if you're a young, fine, beautiful girl like me. I know you're going to be invited for lots of weddings, lots of events, and as girls, we always have that feeling of asking someone to do our makeup, you know, getting a new dress, a new clothes, a new pair of shoes. I'm not exempted. Each time someone invites me for an occasion, I'm thinking of what am I going to wear? Oh, I need a matching bag. Oh, I need a matching shoe. Oh, I need that dress. Oh, I need this hair. It is common. But then, I want you to do something for me right now. Remember one of the events, last event you went to? Do you remember it? That event that was very hot. That you saw that person that dressed so fine. Oh gosh, she looked so beautiful, and you couldn't get your eyes off her on that day. Yes, you remember her. Can you tell me everything she was wearing from her head to her toe? You can't, Abby. You don't remember everything. You couldn't tell me everything, exact color, exact texture, exact style of everything from her head to her toes. You can't remember. I know. All you remember is that she looked pretty, but you really can't recall exactly what she was putting on. That is exactly how it is. Those things, they don't stick to people's memories. People just have a feeling. It's a feeling attached to, oh, I remember this person looking so good on that day. But that is it. That's where it ends. So please, don't kill yourself trying to impress people. When you are doing your obly, remember that there is January. And January is a very long month. And so I'm telling you this, I'm telling myself. Before salary drops, before that thing drops, it will look like you're about to perish. So please, practice self-preservation and budget. You can, and you have something to wear one hair. Does not matter. I know people will say, is it this only this hair you have? Remember that people have their mouth and they can talk. So just wear your hair, do your makeup yourself, look pretty. Pretty is a feeling, all right? Just look pretty, and you don't have to pay people thousands of naira to do your makeup for you. There are particular events, key events, that you can pay someone to do your makeup for you. But if those are not the case, do your makeup yourself and save yourself that money. You can repeat shoes. This period is always important to have a pair of white heels and black heels. You can switch, you can mix and match, and then if you have money, you can get brown. But this white and black, it is a necessity, and it's going to save you a whole lot if you're going out. The next thing I want you to do
is I want you to practice silent night this Christmas. Because as women, in most households, we are the ones who are running around. You're going to the market, you're shopping for what to cook, you are the one that is cooking it, you're cooking rice, you're cooking soup, you're cooking this, you're cooking that. People are coming in, you're giving them food, you're going back to the kitchen. I know, it is exhausting, it is draining. But then during this period, dedicate one night, not the entire day, just one night. Eat out. I know something, if you can't afford to eat out, let someone else make dinner and just chill. Maybe watch a movie, maybe relax in your bed, maybe sleep, maybe read a book, but just practice self-preservation and rest so that you can calm yourself down. Don't go and kill yourself because it's Christmas. Send this video especially to your mom so that she can hear someone say it, because I know mothers, I know my mom will probably make onubu soup, make a goosey soup, make rice, make pounded yam, make that one, make salad, make pepper chicken, make God, a lot of things. I'm also going to do the same, but at the same time, when the key days are gone, take maybe the night off, just take a night off and someone else should make dinner, or you order out and just rest and calm yourself down. Okay, then next thing is, in this period, as women, we find it hard to keep up with our beauty routine. It is easy for you to just come back, you are tired, you just lie down, no toner, no cleanser, no moisturizer, no face wash. I know, no mask. It can be draining. This season is draining, but in as much as it is draining, try to maintain your skincare routine. You've been doing it January, all in anticipation for December. Don't let it slide in December. Keep up the good work so that your skin will look supple and thank you later. I want you to practice in and out this season. Yes, in with the new and out with the old. Let me say that again. In with the new and out with the old. While you're getting new things this Christmas, new bags, new shoes, new clothes, pick out the old ones you're no longer wearing, those ones that you are waiting for when you lose that weight, those ones that you packed aside and say, oh, I'm going to probably wear it one day, but it's been 3 years, it's been 4 years in your back and you have not worn it. Pick it out and please give it to someone that needs it. There are organizations that are in charge of all these things. You can give it out. If you're Catholic, I think there is a particular organization that is in charge of I forgot the name of that organization, but they are in charge of getting all those used clothes and taking it to people that need it. People around you that need clothes, take it to them and just make people smile this season. So that's what I mean when I say in with the new and out with the old. All right, another bad advice, I know, yes, I've been giving you good advices, but another bad advice I'm going to give you, this one is bad advice, is you see all those big aunties in the village. If you're traveling, all those big aunties, all the people that like to butt into people's businesses, and they're going to throw some jab at you about how you're looking so fat, how you're looking so big, how you're doing this, doing that, how you've not settled down, how you've not done this. When they drop that thing at you, drop a bombshell for them. Just drop a tiny bomb that feels a small bomb for them and you move. That is one of the bad advice I'm going to give you. And for the last good advice I'll be giving you is, as women, I know you love to give gifts. You want to give your daddy, you want to give your mommy, you want to give your siblings, you want to give your special someone, you want to give your friends, you want to give strangers, you want to give your colleagues. There are so many people that you want to give good gifts, and I understand and I appreciate you and I love you for all you are doing. But if the expense of doing all those things is to your own detriment, please calm down and brace yourself. There is still next year, there is still next 2 years, I can still do it. There's still the whole year. It doesn't have to be Christmas. You can get someone a gift anytime and they will still appreciate it if there's someone that appreciative. And if the person is not someone that is appreciative, someone is an ingrate, you don't have any business giving that person any gifts in the first place. Of course not. So please do away with that person. But then, in as much as you want to give people gifts, if it's going to cost you your rent, if it's going to cost you your emergency funds, if it's going to cost you something really detrimental, please don't give. Okay, don't. If you can afford it out of the abundance of your heart, give. But if you can't, don't kill yourself. They are trying to impress anybody. Don't impress anybody. People will forget. People have short-term memories. they will forget. But you're going to be in perpetual darkness. I'm sounding so spiritual about this. You're going to be in perpetual suffering for that thing that you have deprived yourself of. Okay, I hope they are going to practice this Christmas traditions that I've shared with you, because I am going to practice them. I'm going to start with what I said earlier. I'm going to write things I'm grateful for. I have a lot of things I'm grateful for this season. I've pictured my mind on what I'm getting myself, and I'm definitely getting it for myself, just to say, Chidima, you did well, keep the good work, keep doing more, and just keep being your beautiful self in 2026. When you've done that, let your hair loose. I'm going out, I'm going to have fun. If my husband, I'm sure he's ready to have fun, but if he's not ready to have fun, I'll leave him at home and go and have fun. And I'm going to let my hair loose. I'm going to budget. There are key people that I want to give gifts, but if I check and I can't do it, I will not kill myself. I will leave it. I will keep moving. I'm also going to practice my self-care, beauty care tips on myself, and keep looking good, keep taking care of myself, exercising, drinking water, minding my business. I'm going to do all that. And I'm also going to make sure that I give gifts, like the things that I can do away with, I will do away with them and welcome the new ones. And I'm also going to spread love this season. There's something I forgot to add, but this is absolutely important. As women, we're often the ones who are behind the scenes cooking, doing this Christmas. No matter how shy you are, give someone your phone and tell the person to please just record. It gives you a headspace later on in life of where your mind was at that particular Christmas season. You video your mom, your dad. These people are not going to last forever. Memories, you're not going to be young forever. You're not going to be that particular age you are in this year forever. But when you create these memories, you can always look back. Look at yourself back then, look at your headspace back then, your mindset back then, where you are, where you were living, what the Christmas felt like. And it will help you appreciate as you progress in life. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you on this Christmas episode of Dear Woman. I love you. You have been amazing. You have been doing your best this year. And I don't know if we're going to see you again until the new year. But if we don't, I am proud of you. I'm proud that you survived the year 2025. You gave your best to it. You tried. You were a good friend. You were a good mother, a good sister, a good something to somebody. And I'm super proud of you. And I want you to pat yourself in the back. And remember that you're a dear woman and should be treated as such. Have fun, be beautiful, stay blessed, and mind your business while giving life your best. Have fun, share love, share good feelings, good vibes, and see you next year, 2026. Love ya. Bye.
Hello and welcome to Aneke TV. Today we're on the streets of Enugu to get public reaction to a statement making headlines worldwide. Former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said he feels safe in Nigeria, a surprising contrast to the negative reports he had read before visiting the country. We are asking Nigerians what they think about this remark.
It depends on how you look at it. He himself, there's nothing hidden. What is good is good. Nothing can be hidden under the sun, because what's happening in Nigeria today, I think everybody is aware. So you don't need to tell anybody. Whatever he says, let him believe in what he believes.
He's talking based on his own perspective anyway. I should not say that Nigeria is not safe. Some part of Nigeria is not safe, while some parts are safe. Like what is going on now, based on banditry, kidnapping, insurgency, some parts of Nigeria are affected, while some parts are not affected. So the British Prime Minister is talking based on his own understanding, or based on his own perspective anyway. But as for me, Nigeria is safe.
To be practical, based on things that are going on in the country, we all can see, both the news, both all around, even the insecurity. People can't travel freely. You can already see that the statement is invalid because the insecurity is very much pronounced, and we can all see that things are not safe in Nigeria, and Nigeria is not exactly to be called a safe place. Although we can still see that in some ways Nigeria is safe, but not in all the aspects.
I don't think that's true.
because almost every day actually, if you go online, there's always one bad news or another, regarding insecurity. So I don't think that's the reality, saying that Nigeria is safe at this period. There's news of kidnapping, armed robbery, a lot's going on. So these days you don't even stay out late. Like once it's 7, 8, you're already thinking of going home before something happens. So I don't think that's the truth.
No, he just is speaking from his own perspective. Are you hearing me? Because he's not living in Nigeria. He just came into Nigeria and was maybe from what he was presented with. That's how he's judging the situation. So when you want to get the clear picture of what is happening, he has to come to Nigeria and stay for some time. Then he cannot be able to say whether we are safe or not.
He said Nigeria is safe. I think that's his own opinion, because you cannot be at the top and then you know what's happening to people down. Okay, that's talking about the masses. You know what I mean? We ply the roads and then we move from one state to another, and so we see everything that is happening. You know, the country is so insecure right now. You can hardly even go from Enugu to Nsukka, without even having to bother about you being abducted on the way, and then all of us know that the ransom these guys are calling when one is abducted is over the top, is so exorbitant. So personally, I have a lot of things to do in Nsukka, but I can't even go because I'm not sure of getting to my destination or where I'm going to and then or coming back. The statement is not correct, it's not true. That's his own opinion. Of course, he came to Nigeria and then they took him around with security, so those guys he's not the target of those guys, okay? Those guys doing those things target people like us, the masses, yeah. So Nigeria is not safe.
That is the height of injustice in the whole world, because that is something anybody cannot say. At that particular position she occupies, she cannot come to Nigeria, which has been bastardized by all standards, and say such a thing, because Nigeria is in a mess in all ramifications. So it is very unfortunate if he actually has said that, because anything can happen in this country. Nobody knows whether actually that statement was made, but if it was actually made, it is unheard of at that position she's occupying in the society.
Wow. That Nigeria is safe. Well, I don't know what the Prime Minister that visited Nigeria traveled with. I don't know, maybe he visited Nigeria by flight and dropped at Asorok and went back to UK. Because if the Prime Minister visited Nigeria and, travel with motor along the road, I don't know if the Prime Minister will say exactly what he said. So, Nigeria is not safe at all.
Thank you for joining us on this edition of Aneke TV. Do you agree with Boris Johnson? How safe do you feel in Nigeria? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more street opinions and trending updates. See you in the next episode. I am Sharon Uche, Aneke TV.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Welcome to another amazing, super special Christmas edition here on Teens Fun Hub. Welcome to the show. I am Auntie Ogi. We're here again to celebrate this wonderful Christmas season with you. Today is Christmas. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope your chicken is in your plate. And of course, I'm here. We are here to entertain you. Again, sit back, relax, and munch your chicken. We're here for you. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Teens Fun Hub. We're about to show you something amazing. Yes. Do you know what we call Bone Street? Have you heard of it before? If you have not, sit back. I will tell you what it is.
Ada, come. Hey, do you know the latest wig owner in town?
Wig owner,
oh my God!
How?
Just look at it.
Chineke.
Wait, it's only on my head. On my head, you see this wig. Please don't bring it out.
How did you get Bone Street?
Oh my God!
Wait, where did you get it? How did you get it?
That guy I've been telling you about.
Wait.
That my boyfriend. Yes, he got it for me. I'm so excited. Just
let me see.
See my phone too. Oh my God!
This iPhone. Hey!
I've been telling you.
How will I get my own?
Fine girl like you. No, they don't.
I'm not dull, you know.
Open your eyes. Fine guys. See,
Oh, it's true.
this night is Christmas and we are going to rock that club,
Let me follow you now. At least my back is not bad now.
Please. Go and find a bone shirt.
But wait, this bone shirt, we'll be sharing it though.
You
are
and who?
Best friend now.
Please, oh.
It's like I'll go back to this boy that said he will buy bone shirt for me. It's that my mom is should not go. But never mind. God, look at me. I'm just at home because of what my mom told me. See, Amaka of yesterday in club party. Me, I'm still at home. No, it's not happen. Next year, it's not going to be like this.
Hey! Ada!
What is it? Wait. Ada! Calm down. What is it?
Ada!
What's happened?
That wig. I can't find it.
Wait, the wig. You should
Hey!
the wig.
They snatched it at the club. They snatched
Which one that
the
they
wig.
snatched? Okay, even if they snatched it, it's not a problem. Your boyfriend can buy another one now.
Which boyfriend?
You said your boyfriend bought the wig.
I borrowed the wig to flex now. No,
You borrowed what?
Christmas.
Because of Oble Christmas, you borrowed the wig.
God, I borrowed the wig.
You borrowed the wig. It's not a big money now.
I gave the girl I borrowed the wig from my dad's land document as collateral.
Your dad's land document as collateral for wig.
Can we track wigs?
We cannot track wig, my sister. Wait, what are we going to do? Because it's that is important here.
What are we going to the police? What are we going to do?
We can go to the police.
Help me.
Wait, we need to me, I'm confused though. I'm confused. I cannot help you now. No, I'm confused. What are we going to do?
Don't know.
Should we go to the
I
police
came for you
first?
for help. I came to you for help.
Who are you coming to me?
Help me, Ada.
Calm down first. Now, no. You're confusing me. Oh. Let's go to the police first. Make the complaint. Then we'll know. Which club is that safe?
I don't even know.
Confusion, goddamn. Which club? Oh?
I don't even know. It's just one night club.
Let's go to the police first. You're confusing me here. Wow. Could you imagine? Carry your father's land property for collateral for a week. No, I'd have preferred you just go with your sponge or your all back. That would be far better. Now she has two people to settle because she would not even know what to tell her parents. Exactly. Because, you know, it's like breaking a plate. Once your heart skips, you know that you cannot form that plate back. So, but this one is a bigger case. Anyway, that's just it, and she has learned her lesson because you cannot track with that. Just the funny thing about it. So whatever you have to manage it in this Christmas season. Yes, no be you they born for Bethlehem. You must know that. All right, this is the discussion segment, and we are here to talk about this Christmas season. First of all, I would like to say Merry Christmas to all the teenagers out there watching us from wherever. We are glad to have you join us today. And yes, we're talking about the Christmas season, and joining me in the studio to, you know, do justice to this, to talk about this season, how it has affected us, you know, our experiences, how today is going to be from here, because today is Christmas. Yes, joining me are beautiful teenagers. Let's start with you. Just introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Calista. Merry Christmas. Hi, I'm Collins. Merry Christmas. Sit back and enjoy yourself.
Hi, I'm Ella. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You push wish me too now.
Merry Christmas.
How was the 24th night? You know, that's where the whole thing starts.
Yeah.
Once our Reverend Father says in the name of the Father, everywhere goes wild. How was it for you guys?
It was adventurous. Like, it was fun. It was fun.
It was amazing, Shada. Now the oblast starts now.
You know, you said after the in the name of the Father. In my church, he even started before because our parish priest, he dismissed late. So once he was 12, you started hearing the bombs, the fireworks, the knockouts. Everywhere was going loud. You know, something like. And when you look at the sky, you see beautiful colors. You know, something like that. And if you see the crib
Where
in
were
our
you?
church,
Let me ask.
Wait now. If you see the crib in our church,
The cream.
the crib.
Oh.
Wow, it was so high. Gosh.
Okay. That
you
means we have
missed if you
started
didn't
it
see
on
it.
on the right track,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
yes. Like
as
I
for
went to
me,
church.
I think the Christmas songs were just so. I felt so emotional, as if I was Mary, you know. I was so happy. So let's talk about what Christmas means to us. Let's hear from you, Nasa. What does Christmas really mean to you personally?
Well, Christmas is a big deal to start with. But Christmas is all about love, giving, and families. Because Christmas, though we celebrate the birth of Christ, which means a lot to everyone, and Christmas is fun. We gift people, we have fun, and most especially, we come together as family.
Wow. All right, Collins, let's hear from you.
Okay.
What does it mean to you?
Christmas,
Obule.
as we all know, yeah. For the Gen Zs now, we don't really, but on a normal basis, Christmas it's all about the.
I did not say
birth
normal
of
basis.
our-
So.
Wait now, I'm coming. The
Okay.
birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, you know, something like that. You celebrate, you go to church and you rub powder, stuff like that. But in the actual sense, nowadays, most people don't even go for that video mass. Like last year Christmas, because I won't talk about this year's own because it didn't happen this year. But last year, I saw some of my friends. They didn't actually go to church. They left their various homes, gathered one place, and they were drinking till the next day, which was 20th. They went home, slept, and came back again to drink. So, but if it were to be people that wanted to know and feel truly the Christmas, the going to drink, it's not that drinking is bad though, but you know, at least go to church first, celebrate the men, give honor to whom it is due, because Christmas, at least first of all, go to the church. You understand? Because we are still talking about Christ. You go to the church, and after then it won't take the whole day. The church won't take the whole day. You understand? So you go to the church first of all, and then after that you have some time to go out with your family, with your friends. You celebrate. You understand? But the oblina is too much. It's too
All right,
much.
I'm about to prophesy. Say prophesy.
Prophesy.
you know, my question was, what does Christmas mean to you personally to you?
Yeah.
And this guy now said his friends.
Yeah.
So he was there.
No, I wasn't there.
He was there.
I wasn't there.
I'm
was not there.
prophesying, bro. Don't.
No, you are not prophesying.
Because you did not even tell me what it means to you personally.
To me.
To
me. Well,
you see, he was there.
Wait now. A lot
there.
of love when you come, and because Christmas, you see people coming back from various places. You understand? We go to the village. You understand? And people are meeting their family members, those that have gone, like those who came back from various places. You meet them, you share your gifts, stuff like that. But I'm telling you what is happening now. It's not that I'm part of them. Wait. You know what I'm saying? It is paining me. It's killing me. Because why would they be drinking?
Joseph. Because anyway, my dear, let's hear from you. What does Christmas mean to you?
Personally, Christmas is the season of togetherness where people, friends come together and marry together. It's also a season of love. It's also a season of almsgiving where you help people that you are better than. You can, when you gift each other, it's a season of gifting and all that. So to me, that's what Christmas means.
She said it's a season of love and gifting. That gifting kept hitting on me.
Mama, prophesy again.
You know, ever since I grew up, nobody used to gift me during Christmas.
So sorry.
you know this meme that is going around now, that any spirit that is telling you that I've grown up, please, I've not grown up. If you want to gift me, my arms are so open. So please, I'm telling all of you, Auntie, all you need to be gifted to.
Everywhere is hard. Very hard.
Is a lie. For the children of God, you know, our paths shines brighter and brighter.
Yes, but Oshigike.
Oshigike for me, Jesus' name.
Amen.
All right, let's move over to something else. He said something that actually caught my attention. He said, Obule, like since November, I've October, I've been hearing Obule everywhere.
You need to be in Enugu.
I was just hearing
Obule.
What is this Obule? People should explain to me. I need to understand. Tell me, what is this Obule we are talking about?
Well, Obule is just like partying, going to club. But for the Gen Zs, as he said, Omo, you don't pass club. Obule don't pass club. Like, well, mostly it happens in club or parties. But as he said, his friends and him. Show me your friend and I'll show you who you are. Him and his friends.
I will have to interrupt you. No, don't say that.
No, you don't have the right.
No.
Please go on.
Wait.
You don't have the right.
She.
I am the auntie here. Go on.
Auntie, this is unfair.
They used to party, but their own Obule is not club.
Yeah, you know, somewhere.
Hands still they meet them. They never reach that club.
Somewhere behind somebody's house.
This is too much. This is too much.
Okay, now you can say what.
Now I cannot say.
On.
I would have said something, but let me keep quiet.
No, say it now or forever remain silent.
I'm going to remain silent. Let me not attack her. Well, boy, you need to be in Enugu. Come and see what is happening here. From the Fino Feast, from the Jerry concert, Davido, and damn, we are partying hard
I've been in Lagos.
We are seriously.
I've been in Lagos.
No, but on a serious note, wow. The lights everywhere, behind Odumodu Black, all these celebrities coming down to Enugu. Like, this place is getting on fire. You need to what?
We go up.
But on a serious note, they need to have mercy on us. You know, because everywhere is hot.
Okay, so let's see. Should Christmas really be about this whole on fire thing, or is there something we are missing out in this Christmas, Calista?
Sorry, the question again.
Do you think we are missing out on what Christmas is all about, and we are focusing on, you know, the less important things?
Okay, I think Christmas is about Christ. So even if we are having fun, if we are partying, because yes, we should. We are not going to remove that one totally. We can't. Teenagers, we can't. So, but first, remember the main thing, which is Christ. So during Christmas, they attend Mass. If you're a Catholic, if you're not a Catholic, you can go for your church service, pray. Then when you come back, you can now have the whole fun. But don't miss Mass. Don't forget the main reason why we are doing this. On that day, you have to have a reflection about your life and pray.
This word is for you. Did you reflect today that it's Christmas?
I prayed.
Oh, you prayed?
Yeah, because I told you needed to see the crib in the church. Even if like you wanted to go and do after Oble, you know there is one called after Oble. Wait now. Yeah, we have Oble and after Oble. Yeah, but
pre-Oble and post-Oble.
You understand? But even if you want to do those bad things after,
so it's bad actually.
Yes, now most of you
you say they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
You shouldn't judge me. I'm online. I see all those things.
That means you're not different from your friends.
What was the time when he came to church?
Let's ask him.
Night vigil starts 8, 9, 10, depending on
When did you go?
what have I done? What did I do to these people? Wait, they are giving birth to Christ and you are crucifying somebody already. This is unfair.
Exactly, you're not the Christ.
This is unfair. This is unfair.
Okay, so let's talk about what we enjoy most about Christmas. For me, I must tell you, it's a day I eat unlimited chicken.
Oh, Jesus. You're actually saying the truth right now.
Lie.
You're saying the truth right now.
I cannot
That
be a
is
liar.
part of the oblate.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It is. Because it's merriment. Yes, eating chicken.
But it's, in a cordial way,
And I did my own in a cordial way too. We didn't cause commotion. Did we hurt anybody?
So
Yes, now.
what do you enjoy most about Christmas?
Well, I enjoy my family coming together because once we go to the village, everybody, even my cousins, we come together, have fun. And especially, I'm a foodie. I love food. So I love when my mom, on and off, I don't used to go to night vigil. It's that 25th in the morning I used to go to church because I have smaller cousins. So I take them to church. By the time I'm coming back, there's this aroma I perceive. Oh God. Heaven.
Food.
Heaven. When I'm not coming, I say, go and change your clothes and come and eat with us. There's this joy I have when I'm eating with family. I don't know whether you understand. Like all your family.
When they pack it in tray.
I understand.
You understand?
But
I
I understand what you're saying, but you see on Christmas, I cannot share a place with anybody. We will share on every other day.
Share.
You see that Christmas? Because they will take my
That's the
share.
main day to
They will take
share.
my leave.
You are stingy.
I'm telling you. So you cannot share.
I will share the rice.
What is now the
What do you
gifting? Why can't you share?
Because they have been long they gifted me.
Wait. So you've never eaten on Christmas Day in that
in a
big
box.
tray, and wow,
You are
need
missing.
to-
You
you
are
are missing a lot, honestly.
I'm not missing
And then
a
your
lot.
dad
Hold
will not
on,
be like, oh yeah, yes, I've brought the drinks. Let's now.
Share.
Wow, and you hear pop. Aye, you are missing a lot, and
You are getting me wrong.
Oh, yeah,
We have been eating on the same tree. January, February, March, April.
I want to break it on
and
December.
On 25th, you still want to you said the rest.
There must be a change.
The rest. But I think that family coming together thing is actually really it makes me so emotional. It makes me so emotional because everybody will be there. The gist, my mom's sisters, they are just so good at gists. Like once the food is done, just carry your straight to the parlor. That is where everything is happening. I don't know about you, the obule sets, but me, I stay indoors. So once food is ready, just go to the parlor, eat.
As you said, the obole sets. Honestly, that's one of the things that these Gen Zs we don't really experience the sweetness of that Christmas, because all we know is just go out and have fun. But staying with your family, where you get the main fun, because it's when you stay with them, like they tell you things about where they are, you tell
Family
about where stuff like that. So but when you're outside, you might even meet your cousin and you not even know this is your cousin.
Yeah, it's true.
That's where you now hear something like, hey, you know about your cousin cheek, something like that, So but being together on that Christmas Day, eat together, gist together, say stories about how you came back, how the trip was, stuff like that. Not see just you need to see spa
on Christmas, right? I think everybody just moves to Ebon and Meme.
Yes, and they go and
that's why I'm always I still maintain that we're losing the touch.
Sweetness. Yeah.
In fact, it's just better on Christmas Day, after eating, gift each other, spend time with your family, because you have been spending time elsewhere, every other place apart from family. So on 25th is just kind of like a world get together day.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about the rest. I don't want to skip this part. This is to the the obule people.
Rest.
They should.
You said to the oblate, and she already said there's no rest.
I'm not talking about the oblate part.
You can imagine. We need to look at you right now because you are more than the oblate.
There's no rest.
There's no rest. How?
Wow.
So
on your norms, we normally come back 24th in the morning, early morning. That cold breeze, yeah. In a rich village, your body go change. You understand that kind of thing. So we normally come back 24th. My that 24th, you will sweep heaven and earth.
And getting ready for Christmas now.
Then me and my siblings, because we are kind of the eldest. Because with my cousins, we are kind of the eldest. We will wash, we will cook. You will not be looking at others.
I think that I don't like that thing about it.
I don't like it.
You see that part when they abandon the kitchen.
Then I say, Chinasa, come back to the kitchen. You will come back to the kitchen. No rest.
I get you.
I can feel your pain.
You see that part when they leave the kitchen for you.
You will cry.
So happy.
You just want to be served.
Like as if that chef I come village.
But on a serious note, you people need to be fast. We need to be fast here. Let me go and enjoy myself.
You see when we were talking about this oblate, I thought I was joking. Can you imagine?
No, I'm not going to lie about this. I need to go and oblate myself. It's been a hectic year, you know. Please.
And you don't want to rest. It's been a hectic year.
No,
can you imagine?
Wait, the rest can come on Boxing Day.
All right. So how has Christmas changed as you've grown? Because for me, Christmas used to be, like I said, without mincing words, it used to be a time when I expect a new dress, a new shoe.
Christmas has changed.
New dress.
Honestly, when last did I get a new plate on Christmas?
So how has it changed for you? Like
even brother Baron Christmas now.
I could remember when I was 5 years old, we would literally go to all my father's friends' house. You would go there, you would eat rice and stew and salad,
You
chicken, everything.
something to my mind now. All the whole 1,500 they have been giving me. When I get home, I'll ask my mom. Honestly.
You know, I think Christmas is a season for us to
cash out.
Like, we used to be Tanzanians those days.
I say.
We used to be Tanzanians, but, you know, when we come back, it's like, Mommy, this one they gave us.
I can't discourage you.
Just forget about the money. There's one that I asked my mom, Mommy, where's all that much? She was like, I was like, Mommy, for the past 3 years, you never buy Christmas. She was not like, J jump, I got the company.
Can you imagine?
The thing is very, very annoying. After going, you carry like 10,000 every day and you
come back.
They'll be like, no, you were go.
And that's the way you go 25th, 26th.
And I try you. Now it's 25th and they
No,
go.
sometimes sometimes you hear my father will now be like, Kwadokweno 28, I gaga end the year club meeting.
Yes.
And you still go and they got that
money. As anybody that pass, you'll be like, you'll speak in Igbo. Igbo mwa.
Yes.
My second daughter.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So it's fun, Sha.
Wow, beautiful memories, really.
Because now.
So let's talk of now.
Oh my God.
You see your uncle, brother Barum Christmas. Since you know na city that we take go. If they got about Christmas, all this carry and they'll now be seeing you as a big boy now.
You know, it's this small beard that you see that beard that is coming.
Yes. And I
what's
even tried to
confusing
scrape it, but this one refused to.
That's what's confusing them. I know where to take you. Clean you like
yesterday before going for the video. I went to one of my uncle's house and I was. But anga bakwaka ndi rice Christmas. He was like nsobadro. Ibya kwiri rice we take gige baron Christmas. You can imagine something like that.
Wow. So I think you're a senior, you know.
No,
yeah,
it's not
that's what
about.
it means.
It's not about
meet you, sir. After the show,
don't be like this.
I'll meet you, sir.
I'm still a teenager.
At this point, I'm not answering again. All right. So tell me how your present Christmas is like. Not the previous one, no, because you already said.
Okay, today. Nothing much. We just went for evening mass. We came back, rushed into the kitchen. You know, my cousins are looking up to me right now, but I'm currently I'm broke. So that's why I came early. Notice I came earlier.
So are now an auntie. In your teenage age, you have.
Auntie, can you imagine? Come and look at this hair now. She's
Why can't
the
you
one.
buy it for
No,
us?
wait.
You're doing all
She's the
plain
one
now.
celebrating. Look at
Do
it
you
now.
understand? Do I look like Mary to you?
Calm
How
down.
am I the one
But wait,
celebrating?
you're the one that like the Christmas is coming out
It's
like
glowing.
it's yes.
Okay, it's fine. I accept.
Please,
But
Auntie
there is
Oni,
nothing
Auntie
I can
Oni.
do for you.
I say don't say that.
I accept.
Don't be like that.
Imagine if I do for all. How bad.
We are just three.
10K is not much.
10K
Yeah,
is
each is not much.
Don't worry. After this whole thing now,
Okay.
I will run away. All right. So, what do we have to tell teenagers? Because some teenagers, some of them, not all of them, they want to, be a part of this big celebration.
Yes.
Because there was a season of, in my teenage age when, now.
Yeah. But it won't be bad if you tell us.
No, now. So there are some. It's not always easy. Sometimes your parents will want to like break and say, "Oh, this year, just wear last year clothes. It's still far. We'll go press them."
Yes.
So, what do I have to tell them? It's not always easy. What do I have to tell them? Let's just tell them something. Today that is Christmas. What's our advice to them?
One of my advice to teenagers is don't be pressured. Yes, this is just a memorial for Christ. We are remembering the birth of Christ. It's not your birthday. So you can just look good. Don't steal to look good. Don't form. Just be you and be happy. That's my advice.
Yeah, this brings me to something. The last clip we just watched before this discussion, the auntie that went to borrow hair, Bond Street hair, and took the father's landed property, the documents for a hair, Bond Street. Can you imagine what we are suffering now? And it's really, literally not a good one. You understand? So please don't try to impress anyone. Don't impress anybody. Just be yourself, as she said. Be yourself, and the oblate of a thing, my sister, my brother, leave that oblate for now. As a teenager, calm down first. You understand? Be with your family, because time shall come when you want to be with them, but it will be very, very hard. You understand? So try as much as possible, enjoy your Christmas, stay with your parents, stay with your family, and that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'm still going to say the same thing. Don't be pressured and don't pressure your parents. Because as we all can see, the country is very, very hard.
Yeah.
And also, Christmas is all about love and the heart you used to give. Because this Christmas is kind of different because the love is massive. Like, this year is very, very, apart from all the hardships and all that we've undergone, it's also, well, I'll say it's still good and it's going to be good, and all thanks to God.
We must always survive.
Yeah,
we must.
So it's just about love and the heart you're using to give. Thanks.
All right. So one more quick question before we call it a wrap. I know you're not expecting this. So, this year was somehow. Some would die. Some of us thought would have died.
Honestly.
March, July. So, if they should ask you, what are you going to name this Christmas? What's the theme for this Christmas for you? So, like, with your own experience, and you like made it to December 25th, what will you call December 25th, 2025?
I think I'll call it Miraculous Christmas.
Aww.
Do you know why?
Okay.
Because, as you know, but this year it was as if it was double of the pepper that we have been seeing. The shaggy was now ×2 or even ×4, because, hey, transportation from here to here, you go here price, you go keke drop just from 2 streets, I will be hearing 3,000 fuel go, and you'll be like, brother, because cut money, they'll even shout at you and be forever, and if you don't have money to enter keke, you can't enter bus, stuff like that. So this Christmas, it's really a miracle, because a lot happened this year. A whole lot. So I didn't expect us, it's not that I didn't expect us, but the way, and come to think of it, you need to see the way things are going now. It's just as if everything was planned, you know. So much merriments here and there. Even people that are shouting there is no money, they're now bringing out the money, you understand, and we are celebrating stuff like that. So it's really a miracle, you understand. This Christmas, it's something else.
Miraculous Christmas. All right, Khalid, what was your team?
I would just say shielded by God. Yeah, because a whole lot of things happened this year.
Yeah,
from the accident at what's the name of that? My whole lot of stories, the accidents and all that, the hardship and everything, but God kept us. So yes,
shielded by God. This one is deep. I didn't expect that from you. Alright, NASA.
Well, my team for this year since February has been what God cannot do does not exist. Because me, I've been through a lot this year. I was not expecting I'm going to be alive by now.
Please,
all thanks to him, because he's the one who owns my life.
Okay, me.
All thanks to God, because he's the one who owns my life. He says what happens, and I'm very, very grateful for that, for all he has done for me throughout this year.
Yes, you pass so.
You didn't say all thanks to your parents and the Odogu.
All thanks
to Odogu that you know that made you. No, nah. Until you understand, until you Odogu that gave you the hair.
Oh God, let my mom not see this video. Alright, Yupu's team is shielded by God. Yeah, I join Yupu's team to add my own that something whoosh is coming. Yeah, amen. You should not worry. 2026 is my wedding, sure. I like, you know, this thing that is the huge thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's power in the tongue.
Okay, well, wait, it's not 2020.
I'm going to be on my seat.
Wait, it's not 2020.
There's something they say, oh, this is an again.
God, wait to say
You cannot wait to tell it.
I brought it back.
No, it's not possible. It's out to wear suits next year.
I will buy one for you. All right, and this is where we're going to call it a wrap of Semota with Ofo Egusi. You know, this is Christmas, so of course, why wouldn't I call food? Yes, we need to eat. You know, some of you have like I will not say you know, today is a day. If you have not eaten, you know, there are some things you have to eat today. You must. If you have not eaten, if you're a teenager out there and you have not eaten it, there is a food you are craving for, just reach out to me here on Teens Fun Hub. You can reach out to us on TikTok, YouTube, X, just reach out. I will sort your. Today is Christmas, and we're talking about gifting people.
Antionia, no, we've been here.
We are going straight to your house.
So you know,
from here to your house.
Please, I was not talking to you.
We'll clean your house if that's the problem.
I said I was not talking to you.
Just bring out the food.
You know, this guy was talking about Oble here.
No,
so
wait.
he's the one we are following.
The Oble now is a minus. Wait, the Oble now is
here.
we are here
together. Me, I beg. So I would like to say a big, wonderful, happy, you know, I don't know which other word can I use. Merry Christmas to you. Meet us here again on Teens Fun Hub. Always here for you. I'm sure you are enjoying your Christmas. So that is all for the discussion segment. Moving over to the Odogu and Achalugo segment. They are full of surprises. I don't know what they have come with this time around, but let's go and check them out.
Nah, and what kind of life is this? Hi, Jesus. Hey! Now, wow. Let me do myself. Look at me, Calista, look at you. You just ended up with a half-baked human being as no marriage. What kind of, hey God. Chichi warned me. Chichi wanted me to wait for Odogu. Assuming I wait. What kind of rubbish is it? Look at Odogu's wife. She's just doing well. Everything is going fine. Yesterday, he bought bone straight, he bought rice, goodies, everything, oil. Hey God, look at me. I'm just in the room. Red oil rice. Ah, God. Hey, God.
Well, let me go to Achalugo's house.
Babe.
Hey, how are you doing?
Look at you, nah. Omodobu is doing fine. No. Baby, turn around. Let me see now.
I don't understand.
You're shining.
There's something like...
You're shining. My own is... Leave everything in my face. My own is that you're going to give me part of the share because remember...
Wait, come that we share.
Now, Odogu, now me suppose marry him. I just dash him now. I just gave him to you. So you're going to give me something.
Something like
from
what?
All the goodies is bought for you now. Why are you doing like this? Don't be stingy.
Wait, there's something here. Here.
This man, somewhere.
No, from here. Like start like this. No, like this. We're going down. We're going down. Exactly.
I forgot.
You've removed it. If it's a Pugonu, I don't understand. Which Odogu from where? From where to where?
Babe, stop this.
Give me what?
If you don't want to give me something, just tell me. Don't
give me what?
I saw you offloading like with truck. That's no be small.
Do you want to clean it like this your mouth again? Do you want to repeat it? It is actually from my workplace, so which Odogu?
Now stop.
And please, point of correction, say Odiegu. Like say Odiegu.
No.
Which?
Wait.
Exactly from.
Serious?
I'm serious, that man. Like, oh Jesus. Like, come and take him. I'm tired. I'm even like, wait, let me not gist you. You know, like today, we do not cook rice. We do not cook anything.
To buy from the restaurants or what?
Hey, Jesus. You must be joking. Which restaurant? Which money? We do not cook rice today. Not even oil rice today. Because Odogu cannot afford a cube of.
The more you look, the less you see now.
It's not even the more I look, the more I'm blind. Because everywhere is just blur for my eye. I don't even understand that man again. We don't even cook anything because of
against marriage. My husband gave me money to cook red oil rice and I've been insulting him since morning.
Mommy, start jumping. Jump now. You're meant to be happy. Exactly. You're meant to be happy. Be jumping every day. Go to him, shake him, tell him you're the best.
I bet you kiss him small.
Better, because I don't even understand this person. Like this or Diego. Like, I don't even know.
Mom, let me go and manage my own marriage. Bye.
I'm coming now. Wait, now I want to eat rice with you now. Emphasis on manage what you have. Emphasis, I come again, on manage what you have. This Christmas, no let anybody pressure you. The other lady was complaining about her husband. Little did she know that her MTN rice was even heaven compared to the Odogu's household. The Odogu could not provide a bouillon cube, just one. You can imagine. There is something they usually say, Welo begi, malo bem. Don't do initial gragon until say you want to be among the hot crew in this Christmas. Special advice from Antioni, yes. You have to be what? Contented with whatever you have. Because no be you they born for Christmas. Anyways, that was a wonderful one in our Odogu and Atalugu segment. Yes, and that would be the end of this special edition. Yes, you can follow us on our social media handles. On X, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all at Aneke TV. This is Teens Fun Hub. This is where we have fun.
Hi, Collins in the studio today. Christmas is a time of sharing love. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Chinazame Erobu. This is Christmas celebration. Show some love.
Hi, I'm Kali. It's Christmas, a season for gifting.
Hi, I'm Naza. It's Christmas. Enjoy the celebration.
Hi, I'm Ella. Christ is born. Merry Christmas. Hello, I am Auntie Oni. Christmas is a very beautiful season. A season where memories matter than any other thing. Let's make memories. Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Teens Fun Hub. Christ is born. Let's celebrate!
The Enugu State government recently ordered all commuter vehicles to load and offload passengers strictly within designated bus terminal across the district, including Holy Ghost terminals 1 and 2. Today we are out to find out how people feel about it and how they are complying and issues they are facing.
It's preferable in here. We like it like this. At least it prevents hold up. So everybody can discharge inside here and go. Yes, we like it. Inside the terminal, the floor is still rough. We need it to be arranged in a way so that it won't be spoiling our car.
The environment, very, very clear. If you look at very well now, this what they call this street? Ogbete market. So everywhere now, that is the hold up is less, not too much before. Like before, it's too much, but now it is can go to the normal distance. So I think it's very, very nice. So the road, they have, if you see the park, everybody has come inside the park, and everything is moving normal.
The new procedure now is good because if you watch now, the main road is moving well. So there's no any abode or any jam park main road again. So I prefer here more than outside. But what we are begging governor about, as we are started entering inside this park, let him beg, leave us for the meantime, so that we should not enter street. Because if you enter street, we will not have money to feed our family again. But if we can allow us to be entering inside park, that one is okay for us.
I would say that it reduces the traffic. Is nice because once they come inside here, the rate of traffic reduces. If you reach that main road now, you see that it's clear, unlike Holy Ghost before.
Thank the governor of Enugu State for his hard work he's doing for the passengers and the drivers, for the various people that are going different destinations. I'm very appreciating for the accommodation he gave to them as a park because of illegal parking that I'm seeing in the street. So I'm encouraging him to keep on walking the walk as he started it. As he started the race, let him finish it with a successful way. By tying the place, there's a lot of dusties. People are inhaling it into their nostrils and they're causing different sickness like catarrh. And that is why if you watch some people's mouth, they are covering their nose because of dust. So if you can finish the work by tying the place and give them division of labor, anywhere you are going, you have your own park. If you are going to Abuja, you direct you to Abuja Park. If you are going to Lagos, Abuja direct you to Lagos. So to avoid all this illegal parking and parking in the road, it causes accident and traffic. It's making the passenger not to meet up their journey in time.
You've heard from the people. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Sadia Lukman, Aneke TV.
Aneke television. How agribo mu di egwu nkwa azụghị n'ahịa mgbochi okwukwu kakwa ogwugwu ema. How mba ụwa bịa na ihe ebube eme. Mgbagbu ụwa gbatawa na ihe ebube emewa. Aneke television na-emere ogbenye emere amadi ihe. Ị na-agba nkwụ, ị na-eme nkepụta nwa, ị na-akwa ozu, ị na-agba akwụkwọ. Bịawa na Aneke television, bịa ka ezuoru gị ozi ọma. Bịawa na Aneke television yidume. How na-emere ogbenye emere amadi ihe.